I'm indecisive whenever there's someone new. Can't tell if I should block them or just let them through. The moments we're together, everything is cool. But at this point in life, I don't know what to do. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learned my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. Keep calm when the wind blows. I know everything gonna work out, so I aim up high when it feels low. I know it's hard to trust someone these days, and I know I go overboard when I think about all these things. Thoughts inside my brain, try to keep it sane. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learned my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, pick up the vibe. Feels right this time. I can't decide. But at this time, just live my life. Enjoy the ride. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide.
I'm frightened we won't be alright. That we've only wasted our lives. On flowers stepped on morning lights. It's so easy. It's so easy. Do you feel the conversations over as you walk in? Like something great has happened, but you've already sunk in. And like this is what your life really could have been. But all at once I feel too much happening. Something's burying its way beneath my skin. For the life of me, I didn't let this in. Blues I've lived on, days I've died. Lavender prints on electric wire. And tissue tears of spiral greens. Subtechnicolor and static dreams. Sewage blessed of a sight unseen. The fruit I drink comes from what you breathed. I can feel it pouring in. Concrete serum seizing up.
Hello everybody, I'm Thomas, and welcome back to another Solo Gaming Sunday. This week, Card Game Bonanza Edition is what I'm calling this, where I'll just be playing some card games, hanging out, chilling, catching up, it's been a while, and yeah, just playing some games with a standard deck of cards. Hope everybody's doing good. It's been 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? Must be, yeah. Since last I streamed, I've been on vacation. So yeah, let me know how everybody's doing and what y'all been up to. I'll definitely give a bit of a recap of what I've been doing. Hello there, Dallas. Welcome on in. There have been hurricanes where I am. That sucks to hear. I hope you haven't been like super in the path. Yeah, no, I know when I was on vacation, that was one thing that was pretty big. I mean, it was hitting here in the US. That's why I was hearing a lot about it. Yeah, no, it sounds like some places got hit real bad. So hopefully you're doing okay. And hello there, Dean. Welcome on in. Hopefully you're doing well as well. But yeah, no, today we're just gonna be playing some card games, hanging out, catching up, be yapping, talking a bit about my trip and what else is new with me. You know, it's been a bit. Yeah. How was the time off? Time off was fantastic. It was very much needed, and yeah, it was a great trip. So I guess I can get a little bit into what that all entailed. So yeah, my trip, I'll give it, I'm not gonna yap about it too much, but my trip, I went with my dad to Germany for 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks. It's a long time. But it was incredible. Had a blast. We flew out of Detroit into Frankfurt, and the one thing I really wanted to do on over there was I love public transit, so I just wanted to try taking the trains everywhere, to not rent a car, just rent trains and see how that goes, because that's how most Europeans get around. So like, just 2 tourists, we could probably handle it. And it was a lot of fun taking the trains everywhere. It took like the ICE train, which is a really like fast, high-speed train, a couple of times. That goes like 250 kilometers an hour. Has like a restaurant cart on it. It's very nice. We took a train up to Hamburg, and that was like our first little stop for a few days. Did a bunch of boat tours, which is a lot of fun. Hamburg has a big like port, lots of water. Pretty touristy city, but I mean, we're tourists, so I mean, I had a good time. While in Hamburg, so there was a couple things in Hamburg. Mainly, like I said, there's lots of water, so there's lots of like boat tours and whatnot. One big thing in Hamburg, though, is this place called Miniature Wonderland, which is this huge miniature museum, like with model trains and whatnot, but like on a crazy scale. They have multiple floors of it. They have, different areas themed after different parts of the world. They have lights and, the cars moving around, like the people doing stuff, and it's very cool. The whole like place has like their the museum has like their overall lights on like a day-night cycle. So like every 15 minutes it gets dark out, so you can see what the lights look like and all the little miniature stuff, which is very cool. Dallas says it's an inconvenient, but everybody's safe. Well, I'm glad it's safe. Yeah, I mean, I imagine hurricanes are not. Yeah, I could see them being a bit of an inconvenience, but I'm glad everybody is safe. It sucks. That sucks. I'm fortunate. That seems like at least where I'm at in Ohio, nothing too bad got hit. Hello there, Ina. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing good. But okay, so in Miniature Wonderland, which is a very cool place, I picked up one of my first card games on the trip, which was this game that my dad was actually telling me about that he had as a kid called Top Trumps, I guess. And it's a simple game where you have these cards that have different facts on them. You split them up between however many players you have, and then players go around, and these are for like the different model trains, and they have like the number of wagons, number of figurines you can hold, the kilowatt per hour consumed, and you're just trying to get the best deck of cards by, I'll play this card and say like 15 figurines, and then everybody goes around and hopefully they play a card that's less than 15 figurines, and then I would win and get the card. It's a pretty simple game, but yeah, it has like all the like model trains from the museum on it, which is pretty cool. So it was a fun little game I picked up. Picked up a couple games over there. So we didn't stop into too many board game shops, but the main one we did stop into was in Hamburg. And I picked up 2 games. So I went in there. Maybe I should have prepped a bit more, but I wanted to go and get something that's a German game. I'm in Germany. I want to pick up a German game, ideally like maybe a card game that's maybe hard to get in America. So I did a quick Google search, and I think it was like a Reddit post or maybe a Board Game Geek post that mentioned one game I saw, which is this one called Temple de Shrankens. From what I understand, it is a very fun social deduction style game where the theme is like a dungeon like diving thing, but you have like people that are the temple guards and then the people that are like the adventurers essentially. And yeah, I don't know if it's like I don't think it's just a German exclusive game, but I've heard that it's one that's popular in Germany and maybe hard to get other countries. So haven't played it yet, but I picked it up. I'm excited to try it. And the nice thing is like the rule in the box are in German, but like all the cards I think just have like pictures on them and whatnot. There's like the I would think rule explanation card, but besides that, seems like not very much text. So I think I'll get by in my limited German trying to play that at some point. The other game I picked up there was this game that I saw, and I had some memory in the back of my head about hearing about this game. I feel like either it was from like a before you played video or a Thinker Themer video about trick-taking games. Because I saw it and I was like, I remember hearing about this game that's a good trick-taking game. So I picked up Tissue, which is apparently a very old game. It came out in like 1994, 98 or something. It's a 4-player only trick-taking game. Which I like trick-taking games. I'm curious to try it. I kind of watched the video on the rules, but it seemed pretty confusing. And I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to play it because it's 4 players only. That's a pretty specific player count. But yeah, I'm excited to try it. So those are my 2, and also like the boxes in German. So those are my 2 German like card games I picked up. How many victory points did I earn? How many victory points I earned for what? I'm confused what you mean. Tissue OMG. You have 10 years of experience. Really? I mean, I know, yeah, great game. Okay, I was about to ask. I mean, I assume with that reaction you like it. No, I've heard very good things, and yeah, when I like started doing research after I bought it, I was like, okay, I think I got a pretty decent game here. So neither of those I've played, but I'm looking forward to playing them. So Hamburg was our first stop. Stayed there for a few days. Then we took a train down to Düsseldorf, where we have some like family and whatnot. So we spent a couple days there visiting, and it's a great city. Düsseldorf was a lot of fun. Has a great Altstadt. It's Old Town. The Königsallee, which is this very nice like avenue. There's a lot of great stuff. So one thing I wanted to do on the trip was try döners, like döner kebabs, which is I learned it's a German dish, but that was invented by I think someone that's Turkish in Berlin years ago, and it's like a flatbread stuffed with like meat and salad mixings essentially. So I tried some in Hamburg, and then Düsseldorf probably had some of my favorite, where you would just get like a crazy amount of food for like not a lot. But Düsseldorf was great. Then we took a train down to more southern Germany, kind of along the Rhine, to a place called Koblenz, which the Rhine is one of the main rivers in Germany, and Koblenz is where the Rhine and another big river, the Mosel, meet at a little spot called the Deutsches Eck. But it's a great area. So lots of castles and stuff along the river. So we did like a boat tour and some sightseeing around the area. There's a cool like fortress across the river. They could take like cable cars too. So that was a lot of fun. Very cool sights to see there. And then the last stop where we spent a few days was this small town called Nördlingen, which I was the one that pushed for this because Nördlingen is a medieval style, like old town that's a walled city that apparently was one of the main inspirations for the cities in my favorite show, Attack on Titan. The author has said that this like city in Germany was like one of the big inspirations for like the style and kind of the idea of like the walled cities that play a pretty big part in Attack on Titan. So, and as much as I love Attack on Titan, I heard about this city. I was like, man, it would be kind of cool to go to like the walled city that kind of inspired the cities in that show. So we went there, and that was a very cool small town, a bit harder to get to by trains, but the sights were great. You could walk along the wall, which was really cool. There's a tower at the center called the Daniel that you can climb up and get some crazy nice views. I went up there twice because I liked the views so much. But yeah, then we took train back, flew back, and that's essentially the trip, you know, in a very abbreviated couple minute explanation. but had a lot of fun. It was definitely a blast. Makes me want to maybe move over there someday. It's always something I've thought about, but it's definitely, you know, once getting back from the trip and being over there, really it's making me consider it more. But yeah, jet lag was not fun. The plane rides, I didn't sleep at all. And that's the thing that sucks is, so on the plane ride over, I got kind of screwed on the plane ride a little bit. I screwed myself, I guess, because on the way there, I was like, okay, I brought my laptop with me. I was like, I'm gonna play some Steam games on the ride. Specifically, I was gonna play like RimWorld, maybe like Factorio. Those were the 2 games I had downloaded. I had a bunch of other ones downloaded. And I get on the plane and I open up my laptop and Steam just loads and it's on forever loading. Even though I have like my Wi-Fi turned off, like Steam should be able to go on like offline mode. Steam just didn't work, and it didn't work for the entire trip, and it's still not working on my laptop anymore. I don't know what happened to Steam. It broke like the day before I left for the trip, so I was like planning on playing some cool Steam games on the ride over, like the flight over. I couldn't do that. I just got a loading screen the entire time. So that kind of sucked. Plus the area we were sitting on the plane was kind of near some kids, so like that it didn't make for the most ideal plane ride, but yeah, I can't complain. And then the flight back, I also brought my iPad with me. Didn't really need that. The laptop I kind of needed to do like work stuff on. And on my iPad, I had an app for a game that I haven't played in years, which is I almost called it, no, hold on, wait. It's the Phoenix Wright games, the Ace Attorney. I almost called it Ace Ventura, the Ace Attorney games. These like a series of Japanese, I don't know, like lawyer kind of games, crime solving games. And I had an app, and I played them like once on the DS years ago, and I bought an app for it a while ago. I haven't played the app, so I was like, oh, okay, on the flight back, I got 8 hours. I'm going to sit and play through as much of the Phoenix Wright games as I can. And then I open up the app on the plane ride, and it's like the app's just busted. Essentially, like it's glitched out and was only showing half the screen. I was like, I should have tested this before. So like both times I was like planning on doing stuff on the plane and it just got screwed. So yeah, I just played other games. I had my iPad, so I played a lot of Slay the Spire. Played a lot of Race for the Galaxy. Played some Faster Than Light, which is a computer game. But yeah, I gotta say, I played a decent amount of Race for the Galaxy on like on my iPad and whatnot. The more I played it, the more I realized like I don't know if I like the game as much as I used to. Like the more I've played it, I think the less I like it. Like I just don't know how much I care for Race for the Galaxy, especially like compared to Jump Drive, which I love. Like the more I play Jump Drive, the more I like it, and the more I wish, Race for the Galaxy was more like Jump Drive. And it's like I really think Jump Drive is the better version. It feels more like an engine building than Race for the Galaxy. And it just, I don't know. I mean, I like the phase selection, like that leads to some interesting decisions in Race. And there's definitely a lot of similarities, but I just feel like I played both kind of frequently and back to back, and I was like, man, I still think Jump Drive is way better. I mean, it's in my opinion, but I also think I don't want to say it's a better game, but I think it is. I really just enjoy it more at the very least. Slay the Spire, I had some fun playing. That's a fun game. Still not great at it. I've been trying to grind on the Watcher on my iPad to like still unlock all the cards. But yeah, you've been enjoying some Analog Soul RPGs. Book arrived just in time. What RPGs have you been getting into? One RPG I did read the book for over vacation is Forge. I finally read through the entire book. I'm going to be playing that soon. The Forge, this fantasy open roleplay engine. Last week I created my characters, my map, and settlements. So I'm going to start playing it this week. Probably do a stream on it next week. But that's one RPG I've been playing. But that's the other thing. So I got a couple games, but I didn't get too much. But when I got back, I had a couple games waiting for me, which was pretty fun. That I had just pre-ordered decent amount before the trip, and that just happened to show up while I was on my trip. So let me show you a couple of games, and some of them I'm pretty excited about. So number one, the game that got away at Gen Con, The Gang. I finally have The Gang and the like Joker's mini expansion that comes with it. Got them both, finally. This is the one game I just could not get at Gen Con. Yeah, the gang, for those that don't know, it's made by the same people that made The Crew. And it's essentially, you know, The Crew, they took Euchre and said, what if it was cooperative? For the gang, they said, let's take Texas Hold'em, and what if it's cooperative? And that's what the gang is. And I have not had a chance to play it, but I am very much looking forward to it. It's got a very nice, shiny box. Has some cool like missions. The components feel solid. So it's one game that was waiting for me that I was very excited to get and to play. Another surprise, I didn't know when these were coming out. The 2 Bullet expansions that add some new characters, and of course, with the Bullet series, every time you get a new character, you also get new bosses. So this one adds the 4 like artists. I forget what the actual, is it just bullet art? Is that what they're calling it? But yeah, add some 4 new characters that have a more art theme. One of them, I guess, uses a dice for something. One of them has these custom like the color markers, and I think you basically can customize your center board or something. I don't fully know how it works. I haven't read through these or played them yet, but I'm excited to try them. I love me some Bullet Heart still. Such a great game. So yeah, there's that, and then yeah, the other one is like the Pets expansion, the furry expansion. I don't know what to call it, but it's the just more like animal themed ones, which look like they have some really interesting like unique abilities. Like this one has like some card that's as its active thing, and this one has all these symbols going on with some I don't even know. Like I said, I haven't really read through these. I just kind of unboxed the games and that's about it. Took them out of the shrink wrap. But yeah, so these are waiting for me. Between Skies is kind of a weird meta system. I don't think I've heard of that one. What do you mean? I'm curious what you mean by meta system. But okay, so this is another thing. So when I got these games in the mail, there was another little thing in my package, which was this, called 99 Heroes Bullet Universe Showcase. And to be honest, I at first thought this was just some advertising for some other Bullet game. I almost just threw it away, if I'm being honest. But I realized like it kind of has some heft to it. So it's not just like a small package with like some advertising stuff in it. I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is. It comes with game cards. I'm like, okay, what's this about, right? I've never heard of this. I open it up and I see, oh, we got 6 different characters from the Bullet series. This is kind of cool. What's going on? And I start reading the back of their cards. They're talking about like decks of cards here, a 3 and a spade. What's going on? It has this little rule thing, and apparently in 99 Heroes, you will lead a band of heroes in a series of quick simultaneous battles called lanes against an opposing band. And you essentially control 3 heroes, and you have a deck of standard cards. So apparently, I didn't know this was a thing that they were doing, but the Bullet, I mean, I guess Level 99 Studios is making a game with the Bullet characters that somehow utilizes a deck of cards for it, which I think is really cool. I didn't know this was a thing. Obviously, I love games with just a standard deck of cards, and Bullet Heart is still one of my favorite games in my collection. So, needless to say, I am very curious to try this out, see what it's about, learn more about whatever the heck 99 Heroes is. But I'm glad I didn't throw it away, because it seems real neat. That is that. And then the last game I got was a game that I watched a fair amount of Dice Tower, not too much. I'll sometimes watch, I like their like top 10 lists or whatever. I think fairly recently they did a list of the like top 10 deduction games. I really like deduction. Turing Machine really got me into deduction. The Search For games makes me realize, oh, I really like deduction games. And so one of the games on the list that they talked about really appealed to me. So I pre-ordered it, and when I was away, it came, and this is a game called Bomb Busters. From what I understand, it is a cooperative game where you're working together trying to defuse a bomb. It's a cooperative deduction game specifically that has like 66 missions. I don't know if there's a real-time aspect to it. I kind of hope there is, because I love real-time, but there might not be. And yeah, I don't know. It's deduction, it's co-op, you're defusing a bomb, there's different missions. That's pretty much the extent I know about the game, but it sounds like an interesting premise. There's a video game out there called Keep Talking and No One Explodes, which I am a big fan of. I've played it. You can play it normally, but also you can play it in virtual reality, and that's a lot of fun when you play it that way. And I'm a big fan of Keep Talking and No One Explodes, and so I was like, oh, when I saw this, I was like, that seems like a similar style game. It's 2 to 5 players. Each mission is like 20 to 40 minutes. So yeah, I don't know a crazy amount about it, but I am curious to try it and to see how good of a deduction game it is. Yeah, if anybody knows anything about this game, has played it, or yeah, let me know. But I think it's a fairly new game. Like, I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it and then I got it like when when I was gone. So it might be fairly new. I kind of forget. I didn't do too much research on it. I was just like, dang, Tom Vassell rated this above Turing Machine. Has a cool theme. Like, I'll give it a go. So those are all my new games. Games from the trip. Games that I got after the trip. So try it out on stream. I'd like to. It doesn't look like there is a solo mode. I could probably play it like two-handed or do some sort of like fake solo mode to try it out. I might need to, because it sounds right up my alley. But anyway, the other thing I picked up was a deck of cards that has like landmarks on it and whatnot. So that's what I'll be using here today. Which the only main difference between an American deck of cards and one from Germany is their face suits are a little bit different. So they still have the K for king. They have the D for the queen, which I think stands for dama, maybe. Ace is normal, and then the jacks are B instead, which I don't know what that stands for. But I'm gonna be using them today, just cause, But yeah, no, I haven't been yapping that long. So I have an agenda for today, actually. We'll see how many of the games I get through, but what essentially is I wanted to just hang out and play some games today. So I'm gonna start with Aces Up because I love Aces Up. But then after that, what I did was I took my playlist of Solitaire Card Games and I kind of looked at it from like, which games have I not played in the longest? And that's what I'm gonna essentially play today. Let me switch the music over a little bit. So I'm gonna play Aces Up first, then I'm gonna play the Bogey, or the Boogie. I still don't really know how to properly pronounce that. Then I'm gonna play Regicide. Haven't played Regicide in a while. Then Card Capture, then Woot the Whoop, and then Deck of Spies. So these are all games that I haven't played in a while. I think some of them I kind of played. Last time I played some card games on stream, I think that might have been like my 11-hour or my 12-hour stream or whatever. I think I played some card games then. But yeah, this is my tentative list of games to play today, so I need to probably grab the rules for some of them at some point, but we're gonna start with Aces Up because I like Aces Up and can kind of just, talk and play this. So Aces Up is a fairly simple game. Take the deck of cards and you deal out 4 cards at a time. The goal of the game is to, I got 2 aces right on the first go. The goal of the game is to get down to only 4 aces out here. You don't have too many options each turn. So you deal 4 cards out, and then you eliminate cards if there's of the same suit. You eliminate the lower one. So we have an ace of hearts here. We have a 4 of hearts here. So the 4 of hearts gets eliminated. There's no other moves to be made. So then 4 more cards would come out. The main decisions to be made is, okay, this queen takes out this 9. The 9 takes out the 6, and that's that. The main other decision to be made is when you can move cards around, but besides that, it's you kind of just are kind of going with the flow of this game. Hello there, JJJ Dragon. Hello and good luck with the games. Thank you. Is calculation in the schedule? It is not, unfortunately. I did have to refresh myself on some of these games I'll be playing today, so I would say I'm probably not going to play it today, but yeah, the current list is Aces Up, the Bogey, Regicide, Card Capture, Loot the Loop, Deck of Spies. Is at least some of the games. Like Regicide, I hadn't played in a while, so I had to refresh myself on the rules for that. Same with like Card Capture and Deck of Spies, which Regicide is pretty fun. I still think it's not one of my favorites, but Card Capture and Deck of Spies, I was having a lot of fun returning to those. But we're going to keep on with aces up here, see if we can get a win. That would be fantastic. So let me actually rotate the cards like that. And yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. So nothing to be done here, so new cards coming out. Let's see, still nothing. Okay, this is not good. This is falling apart pretty quick. We got diamond can clear that out. The jack can clear that out. Ace can clear these whole things out. Now we got a free row. Now we got to play carefully. Make good decisions here. We also try to keep these cards aligned. Okay, if I move that over, that would clear that. That doesn't do much. If I move that over, that doesn't do anything. If I move that over, it also does. Okay, this is not great. So what do I do? I'm gonna put that over here. Nothing else clears out, and we're moving on to the next card. Okay. Nothing, is it? Dang. Okay, the queen clears those two, the jack clears these two, and that's all we got. Jack clears this. Ace clears that. 6 clears that. That's all. We gotta get a win with this. Oh, look at this. This king basically clears this entire column. It's all gone. Love to see that. But now what? We just start trying to unbury that jack there. I guess this could do some good. So if we move this over there, that clears off the 6 there. The ace then clears that 3. That's pretty good. Okay, if I move this over there, that kind of cascades. This takes out both of those. We're clearing up some space now. Okay, well that clears that, of course. Ace clears that. 9 clears that. We got the jack clearing that. And I think that's all we can do right now. All right, king clears that. 10 clears that. Of course, now the ace is covered, so we can't clear out the king. And we're just moving on. Okay. Ace of spades, so that clears that. King clears out the 3. Oh my god, I think this is the last deal. Yeah. Candidate all. This could be it. We could save it right here. So king takes out the jack. The ace takes out the king. Queen takes out the 9. Wait, there's hope. There's hope. Ace takes out the 10. Ace takes out the queen. And that's it. No, that's yeah, that's a loss. Boo. That's okay. That was a pretty rough start. There were 2 aces on the initial deal, which is rough. I mean, aces you really don't want to see super early most of the time, at least in my opinion. Is B a jack? Yes. And D is queen on these cards. That's just how they do it in Germany, and I probably should have looked up beforehand what that stands for, and I could probably figure out in like 10 seconds. We ask Siri. What does the B stand for on playing cards from Germany? König Dame. Okay, it is Dame. And Bube. B-U-B-E. Is what the jack stands for? Well, there you go. We'll see. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's just what good old Siri told me on just asking her. Probably pulling that from Wikipedia. All right, we're gonna play more aces up. because I like this game a lot. It's still one of my favorites, even though it really shouldn't be, just because it's like, one thing I like about games is games that have a lot of decisions, and this definitely does not. But for some reason, it's just one I still keep coming back to. Maybe because it's just so simple to play. Maybe just like the promise of getting that one card that makes everything just like get replaced and eliminated. I mean, that's the dream. So that moves over. Ace takes that out. We'll move that Dama over. Oh, okay. Wait, I should have like written down stuff to talk about. I talk about pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, but I shouldn't be doing this like right in the middle of a game. But I mean, I might forget later. Is some exciting news that I talked about. I made a post about in my Discord. But as of a couple weeks ago, I was a guest on a podcast. The podcast is called the Solo Role Players Podcast. You can find it, I think, pretty much most places you find your normal podcasts on. And it is hosted by a gentleman named PJ Sack, who has been starting a podcast to talk more about solo role playing. First episode had the guy from the YouTube channel The Man Alone, and then episode 2 had me on it. So go give that a listen. I think it was the podcast is great. So far he's only done 3 episodes. His third episode is a Dragonbane Let's Play. It's called the Solo Role Players Podcast. Role Players is one word. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I felt like I had not a lot to talk about, but this area, I mean, I kind of have stuff to talk about with solo role playing. Yeah, I was very grateful for letting me be on it. And yeah, so I just wanted to plug that to go check that out and, you know, show him some love for creating a cool podcast and for having me on. I think it's so cool. And then also, so PJ does another podcast called, I'm gonna make sure I think it's Wasteland Story. It's called The Wasteland Story. A Wasteland Story, sorry. And it is a podcast that is a let's play. It's kind of like it's a playthrough of Fallout 2D20 using Mythic. But it's a very well put together let's play. It has like editing and voiceovers and like all this other stuff. So it's a very interesting series. I think that he just put out episode 5. I'm still on episode 4. He puts those out like once a month, and yeah, I think it's very interesting. You know, a Fallout 2D20 solo playthrough using Mythic. I mean, gotta appreciate that. He has like show notes in there, and I'm listed as one of the what's it called? Like, I don't know what it's just. I'm in the show notes for like inspirations, or I don't know, but yeah. So that's a fun podcast. Also, it's a Wasteland Story. Go check that out. I listened to them on Spotify, but I'm sure other podcast stuff, websites and platforms, from what I understand, they should be available there. So yeah, go check those out, because that's, you know, it's pretty cool. And I think both podcasts are cool ideas and still fairly new. So definitely go give them a listen and show him some support. It was a fun conversation on Fallout and Forbidden Lands RPG. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I mean, I wish I would have said more. I felt like I didn't, you know, talk too much. And I think I was also, I don't know, my mic didn't sound great. I don't know if I like messed up my mic in like the recording software. But yeah, no, it was a fun conversation. And yeah, PJ is super nice. And, you know, hopefully I get to do more with him at some point in the future. It'd be very cool. But yeah, so let me get back to playing. But I just remembered that, and I made a post about it on Discord, but forgot to actually talk about it at the top of the show here today. So that's on me. But yeah, so good stuff. Yeah, speaking of Fallout, man, I'm still not super happy with how Lila's story as after that most recent episode. Could have gone different. It should have gone different, but I'm not trying to. I don't want to throw any huge spoilers out there, but yeah, still not over that. That was like 3 weeks ago. It's a bummer, but I don't know. I still got plans. I'm cooking with it, so always, you know, there's stuff in the works. And yeah, Forbidden Lands, I guess we could talk. So I mean, I did I talked about this beforehand, but I basically the week before I left for the trip, I pre-recorded like 5 videos or something. I think that week before I left, I recorded like something like 6 videos that week, because I also recorded Syndicate to upload during that week. So it was a lot of recording, but I was like, I wanted to record stuff to upload as I was gone, just so it's not like a huge drought of not seeing me. And yeah, Forbidden Lands was one thing that I recorded. That was a bit rough too. That I was super worried, because that, especially, I was recording that after my most recent Fallout playthrough, so I'm already like on edge. Yeah, that was, yeah, I'm glad it worked out the way it did. It could have been worse, but I gotta start being more careful. I mean, I wanted combat in Forbidden Lands, and then that's what I got. Like, that was unfortunate. Still feel like I don't think I've had a normal combat encounter in Forbidden Lands yet, but at least in my, you know, online playthrough, my most recent playthrough. That clears that. I'm still enjoying Forbidden Lands. I definitely want to return to that soon. Okay, we got aces in weird spots. I don't know how good this run is going to be for aces up. We cleared that. That clears that. It's not good. How does the scoring work in aces up? I mean, I've always, a win is just having the 4 aces out. I've never really kept track of scoring, but I guess you could just, at the end of the game, count how many cards are out. Maybe like minus 4, because 4 is perfect, so 4 would be 0, score 0. So you could do something like that. Just see how many cards you have out, trying to get the least amount. But ideally, you just want the 4 aces out. That's how you get a full win. At this point, I feel like you're too harsh on your characters. Yeah, but I don't. I mean, that could be. But a lot of the times it's Mythic. I'm like asking Mythic stuff, and it's giving me the responses. So, I mean, I guess it's my fault for posing the questions. But at the end of the day, I can't take too much blame when I leave it up to the dice to an extent. But yeah, I feel like characters are just getting themselves into trouble, and Mythic is not holding back. But no, I do like, I mean, obviously it's no fun when characters die, but at the same time, I don't know, it's kind of, it could be interesting, and I try not to give my characters too much plot armor. You know, if they're in a situation where they're gonna die, then that's maybe just where their tale ends. Like, who are they? Why would they be so special that they should just live on? And nah, if they mess around, they're gonna find out. That's just the way stuff goes. Especially, you know, like Forbidden Lands and Wasteland, Forbidden Lands and Fallout specifically. Like, they're both post-apocalyptic games that have a survival focus. Like, it's, you know, something like Iron Valley. My character's never gonna die in Iron Valley, right? But in Fallout and Forbidden Lands, characters dying is definitely, you know, not unheard of, I would say. Especially, you know, it's so dangerous out there and trying to survive. It's all part of the game. And that's another loss. Yeah. That wasn't even close. All right, we're reshuffling. I'm not going to keep playing till I get a win, but I'm going to try a couple more times, and then we'll switch games. Aces Up is probably the one I'll play the most today, but I want to get to the other games too, so I really like this game. I want to try to get a win. I've gotten a win once, I think ever, that I can remember at least. I played it quite a bit, because one thing, yeah, I mean, I like about it, there's 0 setup besides shuffling the cards. And it's pretty quick to play. one thing. Like, so yeah, setup, I don't know. Setup can kind of make or break a game, or at least like how much I play it, because I'm just kind of lazy. Like Deck of Spies, I've been playing to warm up for today, and you know, that takes a decent amount of setup. You got like sort all the cards into 3 different groups. It's like, oh my god, so much work. When this, I just like shuffle a deck of cards and I'm playing. That goes there. We'll do that there. That clears out that. Oh, this is a good start. I like that. That clears that. That goes over. That clears that. I should have cleared that first. That was a misplay. These are a lot of high cards, so they're not going to be cleared out anytime soon. Well, this is good, because that clears that, and then that clears that. Kind of just like bounces back and forth. Love to see it. There's some new cards out, because these ones aren't doing me any good. That clears that. Chilling. Hey, it's Düsseldorf. I was there. Get rid of these. That gets rid of that. This gets rid of those 2. Spade gets rid of nothing. And we're on to the next cards. King takes out all of these. Oh, good job, King. And then the ace takes that out. Okay, now we're in a good spot. We just got to work on this little column a little bit. Nothing. That gets taken away, and is that it? That's it. Those 2 are gone. That knocks that out. That's it. Oh no, these columns are starting to build up. This ain't good. Okay, the 9 takes out the 8. And the ace takes out that. The 3 takes out the 2. The king takes out the 3. This is, yeah. The aces are in just weird spots. 7 takes out the 4. Ace takes out the queen. That takes out that. That takes out that. And we're left with 3 aces on top. And there's just a giant stack. How do I just have 1 card left? I miscounted at some point. Well, wait, let me try to play this through, but clearly I messed up somewhere. I guess there's nothing I could do now, so let me play this in this column. Does that fix anything? No. Well, that's a loss. Okay. I'll do one more game of aces up, and then maybe I'll play some more at the end. Score is discarded cards, so it can range from 0 to 48. Okay, I guess, yeah, that's one way to look at it too, yeah. 0, okay, yeah. After Fallout Incident, I was nervous for the Forbidden Lands episode. I thought it was gonna be a slice episode at first. And that's the other issue. I think someone pointed out for the Forbidden Lands thing is, it sucks because, yeah, those games just don't work great, I think, for video format. Because my videos, I definitely like keeping a bit shorter. Like an hour at the absolute max, but normally, you know, closer to like a half hour. And yeah, it's just that's not enough time to do much. And even if I go like that last video, I went in with a plan. I was determined to make progress. I was like, all these things I'm gonna try to do today, and then I got like nothing done. But I feel like some stuff is in the works. I feel like we had some interesting like random events that are gonna come back into play, and once we make it to town, I mean, there'll probably be some hopefully fun quests to get supplies, and yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping, you know, stuff starts kind of kicking off here soon, but yeah, it just sucks because it's like, I don't want the videos being super long, but at the same time, it's like, you know, with less than an hour, there's only so much I can really do. Well, that's just how it goes. Yeah, Düsseldorf. I wonder if Nördlingen's gonna be on here. Probably not. It's a small town. That takes out that. That takes out that. Move that over. We are rocking and rolling. All right, decent start. Let's see how it all goes downhill from here. Okay, stuff's already stacking up. Love that. So that clears those two, and that. 9 clears that. We can't do anything. Okay, that takes out all of these. That takes out this. We move the 2 over, the ace takes it out. We move the ace over, ace takes the 10 out. Okay. So now what? I think right now we move the ace over, the 10 takes the 6 out, and then we're sitting with 3 aces up. 1 ace is covering the other one, but that's actually okay. We'll see. 7 takes the 3 out. That takes this out. That can take that out. Got hearts piling up here. The ace of hearts is buried, so it's kind of tough situation to be in. Diamonds, so the queen takes the 7 out. Ace takes the queen out. That's all we can do. Right? Yeah, that's it. And takes the 5 out. 8 takes the 5 and 2 out. That's it. Oh, that takes that out. And this out. 10 takes the 8 out. I think that's just where we're sitting, right? Yeah. That nothing? That's nothing. Okay. Great. That's great. Take those. That's gone. Is this the last deal? Oh no, there's no way to save it from here. Well, there's a chance. Okay, queen takes the 4 out. King takes the queen out. 9 takes the 6 out. Jack takes that. I think that's what we're left with. Ah, dang. All right, that's enough aces up for now. Fun game though. I still like it. Videos can use longer time, definitely, especially how Mythic tends to bring up unexpected action in the story. Yeah, which is like, I definitely can't complain, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's unfortunate, but I'll just have to stream more RPGs. That's the only solution. Okay. Quick sip of water here. All right. So next up, I will be playing the Bogey. This is a very fun solitaire-ish kind of card game where you start with 5 cards in your hand. I think it's 5. Now I need to maybe double check. I got the rules somewhere. And the goal of the game is you're trying to play these cards in different columns, and you're trying to play them in the least amount of columns. Ideally, 12 or less is considered a win. If it takes you more than 12 columns, you lose. And essentially, you take cards from your hand and place them in columns. I'll be kind of doing piles, not really columns, but it'll be all the same. You place them in different, columns, and they always go in descending order. So if I start this column with an 8, that means I can only play cards less than 8 below it. And it has to be of the same suit in each column. And the main thing is all your cards, you have to play them. You can either play them, you can discard them, or you can hold on to them till the next turn. But regardless, once you're done, you play 2 cards, discard 2 cards, keep in a card. Once you do that, then you draw the top card of the deck and play it to one of the columns out here. Then you refresh your hand of 5 cards, and you keep doing that till all the cards have been played to the field. In that case, that's it. And you're hoping to get it in the least amount of columns. A bonus / surprise RPG stream? Probably not this week. I'm still kind of settling in. It's been a busy week / weekend. I got back to my place Tuesday, so I've still been like settling back into work and whatnot. So I'm gonna do like a video this week, and then a stream next week, which is tentatively gonna be an RPG stream of me playing Forge. But yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows? I'm not saying that's out of the question, but probably not this week. But I do want to, make a point to probably do more RPG streams, and then just probably, if there's like board games or card games I want to play, try to do this more for videos and try to do it that way. But anyway, let's play the Bogey. I want to double check the cards. Let me be right back and grab all of the rules, because I printed out all the rules for stuff and I didn't bring any over. I'm so prepared. Alright, let me double check. 5 cards. I've been playing some of these games back to back. I just need to make sure I got this right. Trying to get the least amount of cards. Yeah, opening hand of 5 cards. Alright, yeah, we're golden. Okay. So this hand I think is complete garbage. I'm just discarding all of them. Play the top card of the deck. 9 of clubs. Play that like there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can play the 8 of clubs on top of that. All these other cards are just too low for me to start a stack with. I don't want to. But then we get stuff like the 4 of spades, which I just have to throw somewhere. Okay. So we got the queen of clubs, but ideally we want the king first. So I'm going to hold them in my hand. We got diamonds, which is pretty good. We can start a diamond stack there. Spade, 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 spade. We're gonna be in a triple pile for spade. So do I just accept that and play a jack? I think so. We'll hold this. Top card is a 10 of spades. That's pretty good. We're looking for the king. I mean, any of the kings right now, but mainly the king of clubs. So we got king of hearts. Place that over there. Clubs, we'll play that at 6 on that 8. I guess I'll just pitch the queen. We'll get her back next round. The aces are low in this game, so that's just kills a pile essentially. It sucks. Oh, there's some kings. Okay, so king of club up there, king of spade up there. If you haven't noticed, I always kind of save like the top row pile just for the kings, just because gotta play them at some point. We'll put the diamond there, the heart and spade I'm gonna pass with. This is such a good song. 7 of hearts. Yeah, hearts is gonna kill me. Okay, well, hearts are not looking too good. There's the last king out though, so that's good. That's useless. All of this is useless. 6 of diamonds can, I guess, go on top of the 9. I like keeping them kind of spread out to see what the heck's going on. Okay, we got the jack. Not good right now. I don't know. I guess we haven't seen the queen of hearts yet. I don't think. I haven't been paying super close attention. We'll get rid of that. Can't play the 7 because I just played the 6. The 9 of hearts? No. And the 2 of hearts? Probably not. Hold the 1 card. We get the queen of spades. So 10 of clubs we can't really use anywhere at the moment. 4. Guess we could go here. We're kind of skipping around, but that's, you gotta do that sometimes. Both of these, I'm gonna pitch, just hold this card for another round. Of course, now we get this 7 of clubs, which we have to put down here. This is not a good looking game. Queen of diamonds can go up there. We got some aces that I don't want to play, but I might just to not have them come up later. I'm still gonna hold this because surely the card we're looking for is coming up. That's a jack. That's gonna go there. There's the card I'm looking for, but I'm just gonna restart. This is a bad game. Because I'm gonna have at least, at best I'm gonna have 12. There's no way I don't, so I'll just restart. Let's just take a quick second to restart. I think so. Yeah, I played Forbidden Land. What else did I play? Okay, so some of the other games I played over my break that I recorded like before my trip. One was me playing Arc Nova for the first time, which played through Board Game Geek, not Board Game Geek, Board Game Arena, and yeah, I really quite enjoyed it. It had definitely a lot of interesting stuff going on with it. I liked the action system. I thought it was pretty unique. There was kind of an engine building aspect to it, which I didn't fully grasp, but I could tell it was there with some of the cards. Yeah, I was still I was pretty not overwhelmed, but yeah, I mean, I was still learning, so I was still like kind of grasping with how to just play the base game. So I still definitely don't understand strategies that well, but it was a cool game. I mean, I'm glad I finally played it. Took me only like 3 years after it came out to play it. But I thought it was really cool. I played it a couple more times since then. Not a crazy amount. 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I mean, it definitely, I know people hype up there's like a fan-made solo mode for it. Like, I forget what it's called. Something, I'll know it when I hear it, but there's some solo mode for Arc Nova that I've heard is really good. But I mean, the base one I played, I didn't fully understand what was going on, but I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I had a good time trying to build my little zoo up. I thought the Board Game Arena tutorial was really well done. Of course, we get a 2 on the draw. But yeah, all I did before that video was just watch a video on how to play it, which between that and the tutorial, like I really felt like by the end of the tutorial, and especially at the end of my first game, I was like, I really feel like I have a solid understanding of at least the rules. Once again, strategy not so much, but yeah, I need to do more of those, like the tutorials on Board Game Arena, because there's a lot of games I want to learn, and a lot of them I just don't have, so it helps that they have games and they got tutorials. We're gonna play that here, that there, and discard these. But then speaking of new games I played, one of the videos I did was me trying out Dune Imperium for the first time. I have the Steam version of that, and I did a similar thing where I just played through the tutorials. That I didn't actually get to play a full game of, just because the tutorials took a while. But that I enjoyed. I wasn't crazy about it, but I could see why people think it's a good game, and definitely I want to try it more. I'm not crazy about like worker placement, but I thought it seemed quite fun, and yeah, I liked the way the worker placement worked. So yeah, that's one I haven't played that much, mainly because I was gonna maybe play that on my trip, and Steam is just still not working, so I need to really fix that, because I did want to play that more at some point here soon. What else did I play? I played more, of course I played Jump Drive. I love Jump Drive. Still think it's a phenomenal game. I guess I don't want to play any of these, man. I'm just discarding all of this. There we go. There's a king. Yeah, I played that a decent amount on the trip as well. I brought that physically with me. I still think it's one of the best engine builders out there. I mean, it's hard to beat, in my opinion. And then what else did I play? I played Bullet Heart, of course. I was returned to some Bullet Heart, which that game is still so fun. I'm really eager to try these new mini expansions that I got. Such as a good game still. I enjoy it. It's fun to like try to speed run. Even though it's just kind of a silly thing to do, but I have fun. This Queen of Diamonds, I'm gonna hold for a sec. There's the King of Diamonds. That's why you hold these cards. Oh, and we got the Jack right behind it. I don't mind if I do. 6 of clubs goes there. 3 of clubs, just out of here. We'll place the 9 there. That could screw us, but probably won't. Surely it won't. Queen of clubs. We, I guess, don't have the king out yet. 3 of spades. Don't want to take that risk. We could play the ace of clubs down there. 6 of diamonds. I guess we can play there, and that's chill. 5 of hearts. Yeah, I don't... That's going to kind of ruin that pile a little bit. Now we got the 4, so I actually should have played it, but... Because now that's ruining that pile, but whatever. There's 1 card left. Okay, good. I was like, if that king's on the bottom, I mean, it could happen, but it'd be unfortunate. Okay, we're going to pitch that. Get the queen, 10, 9. Okay, hearts are going pretty good, actually. The 2 we could place on top of there. Give this a shuffle. Okay, this game's going a lot better than last game. We have a chance to get maybe 10, depending on how these next cards come out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ace of spades. Don't love that. I guess the 4 can go over here because we're already down to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 ace. So we just have the higher diamonds left. They're still waiting for 5, 6. So maybe we hold the 3. Waiting for 4 here. Should we hold that? I don't know. Maybe we pitch them all. I'm gonna pitch them all. I don't want them. There's the 4. I'm glad I didn't play that. I was thinking about playing that. That 3 there. So what do we still... We need the 10, so I can't play this 8 or 7 till we see the 10 of spades, which we haven't. Where's the 10 of clubs? Where are these 10s at? This is ridiculous. There's no 10 over there. What's going on? There's a 10 there, but I guess I don't... The 6 is like the least of my concern. All these other cards, I'm waiting for the 10s of their respective values. So we're just going to pitch them all. Get rid of them all. Okay, our piles are looking still pretty good. Got 1 of the 10s, 2 of them. Okay, so there's for the spades, for the clubs. Hearts are coming down a bit more. 2 of spade. We're going to discard 5 of hearts. We're still waiting for the 6 and 7, so don't want to do that too soon. Clubs are going to ruin my life. It's going to have to go on top of the 10 or start a new pile. I mean, either way, it's not a good spot to be in because that means we can't get 10 as our score anymore. It's going to be minimum 11, which is still a win, but I mean, I could do better. So that goes there. 7 of spades. We're still waiting on the 8 of spades. 3 of hearts. We're going to just pitch. Nah, I don't want that. We get the 2 of spades. Oh, fun. That's going to go on my spade pile. Let me draw back up to 5. Yeah, these spades are not doing me any favors. We could put that there. Still waiting on the 6 of hearts for over there. So we're going to hold that. The ace, I guess, can go on that. We're still waiting on... We'll pitch the 3, I guess. I don't want it. What's the next card? The 8 of clubs. That has to go on the new pile. We draw 3 cards. Okay, there's the 8 of spades. 7 of spades. We got the 9 of diamonds up there. 6 and 5 of hearts over there. We reshuffle this. And then let's see how this goes. Boom. 3 of hearts. And then my final card is the 3 of spades, which goes up there. And that's a win with 11 of a score of 11. What do they call that? A score? That's the normal score. Novice is 12. Advanced is 10. Advanced is what I try to shoot for. So there you go. What game is this? This is the Bogey? The Boogie? I always don't know how to pronounce it because it's spelled like... It always makes me... I thought it has something to do with like the Boogeyman, but I thought that was spelled with 2 O's, and this is more spelled like Bogey. This is still a game I greatly enjoy. As far as like a more traditional, like solitaire style game, I think this is a great one. If you're not looking for anything with a crazy theme or something. And yeah, I mean, I'll definitely play this again. All right, give this a good shuffle. Get to jam out to this song. I'm trying to think what else is new. That's game-wise what I've been playing and learning. Played, yeah, I already talked about what I played pretty much over. I also played a good amount of, I brought a couple games with me, so I played a good amount of Sky Team. Compile. Played a good amount of Compile. Which I don't know if y'all out there saw, but I think it was like 2 days ago. Shut Up and Sit Down, a little YouTube channel for board games that some of you may or may not know, recently put out a video about Compile, where they were calling it one of the coolest games of the year, which I mean, I agree on. It's a game I still greatly enjoy. I think it's my favorite. It was like the game of Gen Con for me this year, and I said it before when I like did my Gen Con recap, but that was a game that I was planning on getting, but I did the demo first, and as soon as I was done for the demo, I immediately went to the booth and I bought the game, the expansion, and the playmat, because I was like, I had pretty high expectations going in, but the demo just blew me away, and it's still such a great game. And I realized also watching the Shut Up Sit Down video that I'm playing a small rule wrong, which I was like, oh shoot. There's only like 2 pages of rules, so for me to get a rule wrong with that few rules, I was like, it's not good. But it's not that big of a rule thing. Apparently it's just like, I didn't realize that, you know, once you compile, you flip a card over, and to compile you need like 10 or more value in a line, but apparently you can still you have to do the compile action even if you've already compiled in a line. And then if you do that, then you get to draw like a card from the opponent's deck. I don't know where it says this in the rules. I'm gonna have to reread them later, but when you said that in the video, I was like, I've played this game a bunch. I don't remember that rule. So I'm gonna have to reread the rules before playing that again. But yeah, I mean, if y'all were interested in Compile before, it's going to be out of stock for a while, because Shut Up and Sit Down, whenever they talk about a game highly, it tends to be pretty out of stock after for a while. So I'm glad I got my copy at Gen Con. I think it's an excellent game. Very fun. Guess we'll put that there. Sure. Discard that. Okay, we got a pretty good start here. It can all go downhill, but it's a pretty good start. I actually have to discard like the entire hand, because the top row is for the kings. Top row is for the kings. And then we got a queen, but we already got the king, so that actually works out really well. Real well. All right, king of clubs. Love to see it. None of this other stuff is really. I'm not feeling it. Getting rid of all of it. 7 of hearts. We can work with that. Our hearts are moving. We just got to get the jack of hearts at some point. Put that diamond there. That's fine. I don't want to put that down more. That's okay. 8 of hearts. We already kind of blew past. We can't use the 9. Yeah, none of those cards are that good. But oh, well, there's the jack of hearts. So that's always good to see. King of spades over there. We'll bump that 10 down to an 8. 7 of diamonds we can't use because we kind of skipped past it with the 6. But that's okay. I mean, we'll get it eventually. 10 of spades, or 9 of spades. That's unfortunate for our spades because I already placed an 8 on the 10, so now gotta put it down in its own row. Go figure. Do that up there. 5 of diamonds there. Oh, I can place that 9 up there. What am I doing? Because we already got the 10, so we're chilling. Do that there, and why not do that there? 4 of hearts. That can go on top of our heart pile. It's not bad. All right, so we got the queen up there. We got our final king going on, so that's pretty good. Hearts gonna get rid of. Spades gonna get rid of. Ace, I guess I'll place. 4 of clubs. That's going to just have to go on its own line. All right, we got to try not to get any more columns because I want to try to get a 10. Four, 5. Okay, so what's our diamond situation like? We're still waiting on the queen and the 10, so 9 is not going to be any good. Clubs. Okay, I'm getting rid of the ace. Other ace over there. 7 of spades goes right there. That fits pretty nice. This club, we don't have the 10 or 9 out, so that's gone. 8 of hearts up there. And we keep on keeping on. 9 of clubs. We still don't have the 10 of clubs, so that's got to go. But we got the jack of spades up there. That's helping out our spades, surely, but slowly. That's gone. That's gone. 2 of spades. That's gone. That's useless. 10 of diamonds is not what we want to see. So we don't have the queen down. So that means that has to go down there. Which means I'm going to get at best an 11. See if we can at least keep it at that. Not let it go any lower. Or else if I get a 12, I'm quitting. 4 of spades, 6 of clubs. The clubs are just not doing us any favors. The 4 of spades, I got rid of it. I don't like it. 2 of diamonds. Okay, we at least have the 10 down there. That was almost really bad. 7 of clubs, useless. We got the queen of diamonds finally. A little too late, but what are you gonna do? Do the 5 and the 3 there. I need to start getting rid of some of these. 4 of diamonds. Where can I even put that? We got the 10, so we're still waiting on the 9 of diamonds. The 7 of diamonds is missing, so 4 is gone. 7 of clubs. We're still waiting on a bunch of clubs. 5 of hearts. Okay. Hearts are looking okay up there. So hopefully be our last shuffle. We're already at 11, so we gotta stop the bleeding here. I think I already placed one, right? Yeah, I think for the bogey. 10. We still not. Where's the 9 of? Oh, I guess we got the 9 right there, so we're totally fine. Right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. 2 of hearts can go over there. 2 of clubs can go right there. 7 of clubs we hold. 4 of diamonds. That's going to ruin us. I could put it in the bottom corner, but damn. I guess I would need to draw 4 cards because I'm holding on to the 7 of clubs. This can go up there. Yeah, that 4 diamonds really. It's not good. There's the 9 of clubs. We're still waiting on the 8. There's the 8. Last hand. 7, 6, 2, and diamond goes up there. So it's a win, but with a score of 12, which I think it's a fine score. I mean, it's a win, so I'm not gonna complain, but I'm gonna complain because it's not a 10. Tough game. All right, how we doing on time? I'll probably switch over. Hey, some of these games also, if I got extra time at the end, I can always play again. But I want to make sure I get through all the games I talked about. Some of them I have not played in a while, like this next one, which I will be playing Regicide. Yeah, I have not really played this in a hot bit, so I will probably get some rules wrong. Also not going to be an expert at strategy because I have not played it in a while. And I mean, thankfully it is on Board Game Arena, so I did play it a few times there. Just because it's a little bit quicker to set up and play that way, and I can make sure I'm playing the rules right. Yeah, I did not even get close to a win on Board Game Arena. I didn't even make it to, barely made it to the Kings, so we'll see how it goes. People already dirty. It's ridiculous. Grab the rules, make sure I got them on stand by. I also am gonna need a refresher on like the what's it called? The different suit abilities. Place that like right there or something. So the jokers can go, I don't know, up at the top. Doesn't really matter. I have to sort out all the face cards, right? Second. This game actually requires some setup. What a chore. Case. Boom. Boom. Okay, that should be everybody. Okay, so this is the tavern deck with all the enemies on them and whatnot. All the enemies in them. So they can go, I don't know, right there. I guess we could probably zoom in a little. I wasn't sure how far the camera needs to be. So like wobbling a bunch. That's probably good. I don't think we need that much room. The Bogey takes up a fair amount of room, but this one, not so much. Let me make sure what else I gotta do. So for one player's max hand size is 8. Can I draw 8 right off the rip? I think so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's perfect. It's like right off the screen, basically. Okay, when I sort out my cards, I'll go over how this game works, and we'll play some. Well, like I said, I am not good at this game, but I definitely, as I was playing recently, like was remembering some strategies. Like one thing I was really messing up early on was like getting rid of diamonds is a bad idea, and I was doing that a lot. So, go figure. The stream is putting me in the mood to play card games. Haven't played these in a while either. It's a perfect time to bust out a deck of cards and play some games. Yeah, no, some of these I haven't played in a while. Like I said, like Regicide. I mean, besides playing it semi-recently for this stream, is not one I've played in maybe since I did my video, which was like a while ago. So, was a while ago. But let's kind of get into this. So Regicide, for those that don't know, it's a cooperative game. It can't be played with more people, but I'm playing it solo here today. Just need your standard 52 deck of cards, of course. The goal of the game is you're trying to use your cards that have different abilities and values to defeat the different leaders in this tavern deck. And you're trying to essentially get through the whole deck of cards. Starts out with the jacks, then the queens, and then the kings finally. The enemies will progressively get stronger and also do more damage, which is fun. So jacks start out with like 20 health, and they do 10 attack, and then queens have 30 health, and then 15 attack, and then kings are 40 health, 20 attack. I have 2 jokers here. I think this might be just for the solo mode, but they're like called jesters, I believe. Yeah. And what they allow me to do is if I ever run out of cards, they allow me to refresh my hand, which is pretty helpful sometimes. Yeah, essentially, card. I'm just going to read through the little how-to play. Each turn has 4 steps, so you play a card or yield, you activate the suit power, deal damage to the enemy, and then you suffer damage from the enemy if they're still alive. So you always just play 1 card at a time. The only exception is if you play the animal companion. But you can also play, and this is one thing like I forgot when I first started replaying the game, is that you could play. Normally, you can only play a single card, except if you play it with an animal companion, that's one exception, or if you have multiples, that's the other exception. So if you have like 3 threes, you could play those all together. Great. So you play a card. Cards also have effects. So hearts allow you to take cards from the discard pile, count out a number of them face down, and then add them to the tavern deck, which is the deck I'm drawing from. So it's a helpful way to kind of cycle your cards back into the main deck. Diamonds is a very helpful one. It allows you to draw cards up to your hand size, which for me is 8. Clubs does double damage, and spades blocks against damage. So those are all the abilities that cards also have. So if I play a 9 of spades, that does 9 damage, and it also blocks for 9 damage, or an 8. Yeah, they all kind of have their own thing going on, which is cool. So I'm trying to defeat these rulers. If I successfully defeat them, then they go in the discard pile. If I deal exact amount of damage, though, they go on top of my tavern deck, so I'll get to add them to my deck or my hand more soon, which is cool. To defeat an enemy, you just need to do excess damage. You play one card at a time. So, for example, if I first played this 10, okay, this jack has 20 health, so I would deal 10 damage. They aren't dead, so they would deal 10 damage to me, which damage to me is done by me discarding cards from my hand of that amount. So jack deals 10 damage. I didn't block any, so I'd have to deal or discard cards from my hand that add up to 10. Yeah. So have you played Bautro yet? Sorry. I have not. I want to try it. I mean, I'm not big on like Texas Hold'em and poker, even though I just got the gang, so I'm gonna be playing that here soon. But I've heard many good things, and I've watched it played. But also, I mean, I primarily use a Mac. My main laptop is a Mac. I play Steam games on my Mac, and for the longest, I don't know if it's changed, but at least it used to not be on Mac. I know they're doing a mobile port at some point, which would be cool. But it's definitely one I want to try, but I have not tried it. No. You playing Regicide? Yes, I am playing Regicide. Just bought it last week. Well, it's a great game, so you got a solid pick. But you can also, play with a normal deck of cards, and that's what I'm doing here today. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, I'm playing cards, activating the abilities. They're not dead, taking damage, and then trying to take them out, and then that's that. Just trying to get through the whole deck. I don't know if I mentioned this, but enemies. So this is like a spade is the enemy suit, and that means they're immune to that. So if I play, my 9, normally I'd block 9 damage, not against this guy, because that he's immune to blocking damage, so that's fun. So that's the game in a gist, I would say. I'm probably leaving out some small things, but I'm going to play a game or two, so you can just see for yourself. Once again, it's been a while since I played, so I might make some small rule mistakes, and also I'm probably going to lose because I'm not the best at this game, so we'll see how this goes, though. So starting out, we got the Jack of Spades, which they have 20 health, and I don't have a great way to deal 20 damage. I can't block any damage either, which is unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is something like this. I'm going to play the 7 of clubs. Maybe move the jokers a little bit more out of the way. There we go. 7 of clubs. Clubs deals double damage, so that's 14 damage. They have 20 health, so they're down to 6 health. Does not kill them, so they deal 10 damage to me, which I have to actually figure out how to take that damage. I need to keep most of my diamonds, but I'm gonna get rid of one of them. Okay, so now they're down to 6 health. Actually, I did want to get rid of probably the 9. I wanted to keep the 6 because I brought them down to 6 health specifically so I can use the 6 on them. So then they're not dead, so I play another card. 6 kills them exactly. So they go on top of my deck. These cards get discarded. And then we draw a new enemy. So there you go. Got for mobile. It's pretty fun so far. Okay, so the mobile version is out. Ooh, I'll have to maybe look into that. Yeah, I felt like though, I've watched a fair amount of it play, but I always feel like I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, I'm pretty lost in this game, but it's definitely one I want to try. All right, so now we got the Jack of Hearts to deal with. This is fun. We could do something like this. So I guess I didn't say the animal companion is the aces. They act as a value of 1. And then they also can kind of convert the other card to their suit. So if I play, or I think it's not that it converts it. It's, well, let me read it exactly so I don't completely just misspeak here. Can be played on their own, but can be played with a pair with another card. Animal companions count as 1 towards the attack total. And their suit power is also applied. So yeah, both powers apply essentially. So with this, that adds up to 10, which means I get to block for 10, which that's what the jack deals. So I block all the damage. And then I get to draw cards, I guess 9 cards, which my hand size is 8, so I can only draw 6, but that's still something. Let me double check I'm doing that correctly. Yes. Yeah. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we did get some more diamonds. I've come to learn diamond cards are very useful, and you don't want to get rid of them. So let me sort these out real fast. Got a lot of clubs to do double damage, which is interesting. Okay. Cards are kind of going off the screen. Hello there, minor trader. Hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. So this guy is, wait, still alive. Still alive. I don't know. I was about to just say he's dead. He's dead. Definitely not dead. I blocked 10 damage. They have 10 health left. There's no way for me to do exact damage, unfortunately. So I might just play the 6 of clubs. That doubles and takes them out. Okay. So that goes in my discard pile. Those all go in my discard pile. New card. All right, the jack of clubs means I can't do any double damage chicanery. Which is fine. I'll use that to just block all the damage at first. And we'll block some more damage. I will still take 2 damage, so I'll just discard that. And then, actually, I don't think I do take damage. That was one thing I realized when playing on Board Game Arena. Excuse me, is that apparently the shields stack, which is kind of nice. Yeah, they're cumulative, so I'm blocking 18 damage. So I don't think I take any damage. And then I play the 3, that's 21, so that takes them out. And we're on to the next card. The last jack of diamonds. Which is, this is slightly unfortunate, but we're fine. I've also ran into this issue a couple times when playing where, you know, you use diamonds to redraw your hand and to get cards back. But then if you start running low on cards and then you encounter a diamond ruler, you can't redraw. And I've had a couple games just, I lose because of that situation, which we're almost there, but not quite. Because I do this, double damage, deal 16 damage. They still deal 10. I have to discard that. Back to me. I can play the club, double damage, takes them out. We just have to very much hope this next enemy is not a diamond, or we're gonna be in a tough spot, which it's not. So we're doing okay. I essentially play that. I draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a new hand of cards. Issue is we still have to take the damage. So no damage is blocked, meaning the queen is doing 15 damage. It's not good. You don't want to see that. How much health do they have? They have 30. I've done 6. Yeah, that's That's a thinker right there. Good things. BECMI D&D has been lethal for me as a solo player. BECMI? I don't know if I know what that stands for. What is BECMI? It's been lethal for me as a solo player. Good old solo D&D. I haven't returned to my solo D&D adventures in a while, but I will say that I do plan on doing something solo D&D related in the near future. TM. I don't know when that will be, but I have a fun idea I'm cooking right now. It'll be separate from my previous D&D series of geez, I can't remember. Gnolf? No, that's my recent. Gnolf and Ulrich are my recent characters. It's Crom, and I don't even remember my other character's name. That's so bad. Was it Marbash? It's probably Marbash. The cleric and the barbarian. Anyway, let's try to figure out my situation here. I still have to discard cards, right? They're dealing 15 damage. That's not good. I could discard all of these. That's 15, and I could play both of those. That's good. So then I could play both of those as a pair, and I believe that it adds together, so that's 10. So I block for 10 of the 15. I still take 5, but then I draw 5 cards, and I just have to get rid of 5 value. Which we'll just get rid of the 6, I guess. But I'm not sitting in a good spot here. It's not good. Actually, wait, we're decent, right? Because I play that. Shields are cumulative, so that's 15 total I block. We're sitting at 26 damage. And then they have 30 health, so I could play this 4 to deal exact damage, put her on top of the deck, and we're going on to the next card. Okay, I can't block any damage, so I'm going to have to play this 7, draw 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll kind of organize my life here real fast, and then we'll figure out how to proceed here. Getting a lot of diamond cards, which is good. So we dealt 7 damage. They're dealing 15 to us. We'll get rid of this. We're not gonna be able to block, so we'll get rid of the 7 and the 3. Something like that. Because I got a plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. Well, maybe this isn't a great plan. No, it's fine. Because we'll do that, which does double damage. That's 27 damage total. I don't have any shields, so that means she's hitting me for 15. Which means I can get rid of these 2. And then play this. That will finish her off. And I get to draw 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm doing a pretty good job at managing my hand, I would say. I've just realized I haven't used a heart ability once all game, and my discard pile is getting pretty thick. Okay. So these get discarded, and we're on to, this is at least the 2nd or 3rd queen. So I gotta use a heart here. So I'm gonna be in trouble. I got some 2s I could play. That doesn't do me much good. So we're gonna do the heart 10. And how does this work? So I shuffle the discard pile and then count out number cards. Okay. Sorry, it's the basic expert companion masters immortal D&D box set. Oh, from the 80s. Oh. Can you remind me of the name of the game? Of this game? This is Regicide. I should have it like on the screen somewhere. I also have it on the rules right now. And I also, of course, once the stream is over, you know, I always do timestamps, so I'll have all the games will be timestamped. 1, 2. I have not heard of that. Basics Expert, Companion Masters Immortal. Yeah, I placed them under the deck. Okay, I'm just making sure I do all this right. Okay, now I'm taking 15 damage. Great. The playlist is over. Wait, this is the discard pile. I was like, why do I have 2 decks here? I was very much confused. Okay. Let me start back up the music. Hold on. Can't be sitting in silence here. Okay. So this is tough. I don't know what to do here. I guess my best course of action is to play the 4 and the ace. That deals 5 damage. They're half dead. That draws me 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then I'm still taking 15 damage. So it's not ideal, to be sure, but it's the best we can do, I think. 15 damage. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot. What is, okay, so wait. 15, if 30. So this, oh damn. I was gonna say this 9 could take her out, but then she's a queen of clubs, so the clubs doesn't work against her. We don't have any spades to block damage. This is not good. 15, I need to do 15 more damage somehow. And I need to block right now. I still need to take 15 damage. I guess I get rid of the ace. 9, 3, and 2. I have to block the 15 damage. That leaves me with 3 cards. This is a tough one. And we'll play that there. 10. Not doubled. So we're at 25 damage. And then she's going to hit me for 15, which I'm going to have to use my first Joker. Jester. What does that do? It draws me back up to 8, right? Or do I discard? What's going on? Play the single hand one to 8. Play as normal. Just it could be flipped. Discard your hand and refill to 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have exactly 8 cards in my tavern deck. So that works out pretty well. I still have to discard 15 for getting hit. They're at 25, so I need to deal at least 5 damage, which maybe I don't want to get rid of that. We'll do, or no, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, we'll get rid of this, and then we'll play the double 4s together because that's 8 damage. That's more than enough. So they're dead. All right, that seems correct. And now we're on to the last queen. The last queen. This is not a great spot to be in. I'm gonna have to play the diamond to draw 8. Oh wait, I don't have any cards to draw. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. I'm in a bad spot. Play the 3. That allows me to shuffle the discard pile, add 3 cards to the whatever deck, the tavern deck. Boom. But then she's gonna hit me for 12. I gotta discard like my whole hand, basically. This goes in my discard pile. discard pile is basically the entire deck at this point. Play the 8, allows me to draw these 3 cards. She hits me for 15 again. Yeah. This isn't good. I guess I can. No, if I use the Joker out, it'd allow me to draw more cards, but there's no more cards to draw. I think I just lose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just lose. Dang. I felt like I started okay, but then it all kind of just went downhill. All right, we'll do one more game of Regicide. We got to try one more time. Can't let it end like that. Then we'll do what's next. Card captures next. I'm looking forward to playing some of that. Both Deck of Spies and Card Capture are both really fun. I think they're fun in different ways. I think after replaying, I mean, we'll see how I feel today, but like I feel like I like Deck of Spies more, surprisingly. They're both fun. Do I already have 4? Did I? Okay. Be fun to play those deck builders and then Loop the Loop. That's another one I already play a lot, so that won't be too. Deck of Spies and Card Capture, I'm gonna have to be referencing the rules and whatnot, but Loop the Loop, that's another one I play a lot, so that'll be an easy one. How are we doing on time? We're doing good on time. They probably won't be a crazy long stream, but yeah, just chilling, taking it easy, playing some card games. Speaking of card games, so I was trying to learn some new ones on vacation. Looking up good like 2-player card games, just with a deck of cards. And one that came up that I learned quite a bit was this game called German Whist. I think is how you pronounce it. WHIST, Whist. Which apparently isn't even like a German game, but it's like a 2-player trick-taking game. I thought it was pretty interesting, where it kind of has 2 phases. You get a hand of cards, and then you go back and forth, basically for half of the deck. Like, half the deck is dealt to the players, the other half is in the center. And you go through all the cards in the center, playing normal trick-taking back and forth to add those cards to your hand. Doesn't really matter for points, and then once the deck is empty, you use the cards in your hand, and then do normal trick-taking to see how many tricks you can win, and that actually counts for points. It's an interesting concept. I played a decent amount of that, and I also I started learning cribbage because I wanted to learn a good 2-player card game, and that was one that came up like a bunch when I looked up good 2-player card games, which I got like an app for, and I started learning, and it's fun, but it's confusing. All the ways you can score and how many points it scores for, and determining, what cards to keep and which ones to put in the crib, and is it your crib, is it your opponent's crib, and all this other stuff. Like, I played enough on the app to kind of start learning. I got an idea of the rules, but like the scoring, I'm still foreign on, and trying to determine good hands and like what to crib is where I'm still like struggling with the game, but it's pretty cool. All right, let me sort my hand. Let's see if this game goes a little bit better. Like I said, though, I am not great at this game. So, as you can see here, I don't even think I made it to the Kings again. That's just shows how good I am. Okay, let me take a quick sip of water. All right, so we're starting with the Jack of Diamonds. Okay. That means I can't use any diamonds ability. Notice I started with 0 diamond cards in my hand, which is very troublesome to see. That means I'm going to be forced to use a gesture, I think. If I'm understanding that correctly. Like, what do you do if you just get no diamonds in your starting hand? You just are screwed. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's something I don't fully understand about this game. I don't know. Regardless, I'm going to start with a just basic blocking for 10. They hit me for 10, I hit back for 10, and block for 10. Simple enough. Wait, do they have 20 health? Actually, I take that back. I see a better move. Instead, I'm gonna spend the 9 and the ace. Because that still blocks for 10, and it deals 10 doubled 20 damage. Which is exactly enough to take them out. It's a much better play, I think. Maybe. Now we get the clubs. Okay, so now I can play this 10 of spades and feel more comfortable with blocking all the damage. Now I know that they can't hit me, essentially. So I can play this and be fine, and then play this. That adds these 2 cards to the bottom. That's also exactly 20, so that adds to the top. New jack. These get discarded. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to get diamonds. I think I have to use a gesture. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. These cards aren't great, so I might as well just do this now, I guess. Or I guess maybe I can like still play that. That adds these to the bottom. And then I use that to discard and draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me sort these real fast. I'm just trying my best here. Okay. Cards on screen, kind of, sort of. Okay. So I'm at 6 damage. I'm taking 14, so I still have to discard for that. So we'll discard the 9, the 8. Thankfully, I did get some diamonds, so like we're kind of fine there. I dealt 6 damage so far, so if I did 8, that's more than enough, right? 16 plus 6, 20, 22. That math checks out. Hearts. I guess I can use this jack just to take them out, right? That deals exactly 20 damage. They have 20 health. That just goes on top of the deck, and we're moving right along. Onto the queens now. We'll play the 10 there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of these get added to the tavern deck. The queen hits me for 15, so I gotta discard 16. Then I'll play this. That draws me up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a quick sort on these. Okay. I'm not blocking for any, so she's still gonna hit me for 15. Honestly, I'm gonna get rid of the 3, the 4. Yeah, none of this is that good, so we're gonna get rid of it all. That's 15. Yeah, sure. That checks out. We're at 20 damage right now, so I think if I play one more thing, that'll be 30. Right? If I do that, that's exactly 30. That goes on top. All these get 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all these get shuffled, add to the bottom. These get discarded. New queen. It's the diamonds. That's bad news. Yeah. Because I played the 10. That's going to deal 20 damage. She attacks me. And then I'm going to have to use the other gesture. I guess I have to use it before I take damage. So I have to discard. Okay. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sort all these out real fast. Okay. Then I'm still going to have to take 15 damage because I'm not blocking any. So I've done 20 damage. She only has 10 health left. Which I could use this. 5 of clubs. That's doubled as 10. That's exactly enough. She goes on top. Clean up those cards. Onto another queen. My queen of clubs should be able to take them out, right? Because that's 15 doubled is 30, and then that just takes them out. Spades. That's troublesome. We play all of these 4s together, so that's gonna be 12. That's gonna do 24 damage, which is kind of a lot. It's also going to allow me to take 12 cards, add them to the tavern deck, and then also I'll get to add 12 cards to my hand, which would only be 7, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now she'll deal 15 damage to me. So I'll just... I guess queens are worth 15, so I'll just take all the damage. She's at, what, 24? So she only needs 8 to be dead. No, wait. 6. Wait. 24. Yeah, no, she only needs 6. Okay. Yeah. Which I can easily do that. I'm just thinking if there's a certain way I want to do this. I guess we'll just spend the 7. That's more than enough. 2, 4, 6. I get to draw 2 cards. Okay. And then they're done. They go in my discard pile. That goes in my discard pile. Are we on to the kings yet? We're on to the kings. We made it to the kings. We don't have any jesters left, but you know, that's a good sign. What was that queen's ability? Okay, no, I didn't mess that up. So king, I'm not gonna be able to do any heart abilities. Okay. They're gonna deal a lot. How much did they deal? 20 damage. That's rough. I'm gonna start out by trying to block some of it. So doing that is gonna block for 4 and then allow me to draw 2 cards. Just somewhat helpful. And then they're dealing how much? They deal 20, but then I block 4. So they only do 16, which I have with my hearts. So that's something. Okay. Done 4. So let's play like the 6 next, because that's doubled as 12. So that's what, 16? out of their 40 health. Okay. And that means they're still dealing... I gotta do math here. So 16 damage to me. How much is this? 14, 16? Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of all of this. Then we'll play the queen. It's up to what, 31 damage now? 15. 21. So 25? 25. I get to draw back up. Sort these real fast, but got cards going on, and we did draw at least one more diamond, which is good. That's keeping us in the game. Love to see that. Yeah, but they're still dealing 16 damage to me. I'm gonna get rid of some of the hearts, I think. Maybe one of the spades. That's 16. Yeah, that math checks out. Okay, so that, what, 25 again? I need to remember that. I could use the 9 and that would just kill him. Wouldn't be exact. 21, 25. 25 plus 18 is more than 40. That's for sure. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Take out the first king. Call it a day. What's gonna be next? Another king? Oh, it's another king. Who would have guessed? I'll start out by... Oof. Okay, I guess I can't start. I was gonna start out by doing that, but then I'd have to discard the diamond, which means I essentially would lose. So I'm gonna play the diamond and draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got some decent cards here. That's for sure. Will it save me though? I don't know. I'm out of diamonds, so that's a problem. I think I just lose the game now. It's just gonna be a slow death here. But I don't think there's anything I can do. So 9 damage. I didn't block any, so the king is dealing 20 damage to me. 20 damage. We could do something like that. That's 20. And I could do something like... This is... The jack does 10 damage. And then we pair it with, like, say, an ace. That does 11. Times 2 is 22. Plus 9 is 31. That's not enough. But that does block for a lot. So he could do that, and I think we'll be safe. If that's how that works. No. We would only block for 11. So they would still deal 9 damage. Which I can block for. Which we'll block with this. Right? Because watch this. Oh. Yeah, you're right. This boss is diamonds. And I used the 9 first. Yeah, I should. I think I would have been... I'm screwed either way. But yeah, I think you're right there. But I can at least finish them off with this card. That takes them out. That leaves me with 2 kings left, but just a single ace card doesn't do me much good. So that's a loss. But yeah, that was a good catch. Yeah, I definitely should not have been able to use diamonds against the diamond ruler, but it's tough. I mean, if diamonds are your only way to get cards, if you just don't start with any diamonds or you just run out of them, like you're done. You're just screwed. I don't know if I love that aspect, but I think it's still a fun game. Good old Regicide. I mean, I see why people like it, but the same time, I don't know. Out of all the other card games I played, I definitely think there's ones I enjoy a lot more. But definitely not trying to criticize the game, say it's bad. Clearly, I'm just bad at it. But yeah, the fine game. My playmat's so dirty. Crazy. All right, we're gonna move on to the next game. Let me take a quick sip of water. Hard game for sure. Yeah, I don't know if it's a game I've really ever won. All right, next up, we're gonna play some card capture. Grab the rules to make sure I'm gonna be playing this right. This one, it's pretty simple rules. But sometimes it gets, I mean, especially with these games, like, I don't know, I was getting a little confused playing them all back to back. Because some of them have somewhat similar rules. Okay, so I need the 2, 3s, and 4s taken out. This takes a second to set up. Three. Trying to keep these somewhat organized. 2. Let's hope I didn't go past any. 3 and 2. How are we doing? We're still doing great on time. Okay. $14. Yeah, Regicide. I'm pretty sure I think there's like an app for it, like a mobile app that you can download. And I know that it's also on Board Game Arena. I was playing it a little bit on that, which was nice. Just to refresh myself on the rules. And it's one game I've never tried with other people. I always kind of forget you could play it with more people. I'm used to it just being like a solo game, but I gotta try that at some point. Okay, so we got the enemy deck. We'll have them go this way. Oops, that's already going off the screen. Only needs to be 4 cards visible. Okay, yeah, the aces you do replace. I was just double checking. So when you first set this up, you deal 4 cards from the main deck, which is just not your personal deck. Then if any of them are face cards, you replace them. So since I had 2 aces there, as you saw, I kind of placed them out. Yeah, for setup, you take all the 2, 3s, and 4s, you shuffle them into one deck, and that forms my draw pile. And then the other deck is the enemy deck. Okay. I'm going to double check something real fast before I get into the rule explanation. Okay. So this is Card Capture is the name of the game. It's a deck builder that you can play with just a deck of cards. So you do the setup like I showed, get all the 2, 3, 4s and both jokers, shuffle them into one deck that you'll be drawing from, all the other cards into another deck that forms the enemy draw deck, deal out 4 cards. If any of them are face cards, reshuffle and redeal. I guess this one was dealt. No, I think this is fine. I don't think this was out earlier. If it was, it's okay. Because there can be face cards in the initial lineup. It's just a lot harder to deal with. This is the deck building game. And you're just trying to go through all the cards in the deck. And you win by collecting all of the face cards, which are in the aces, which they call the enemy combatants. So you want to capture all of them. That's how you win. You lose if any of the face cards like go out of play, then you lose because you can't get all the face cards. So on your turn, you have 4 cards to choose from. There's kind of different little, what do you call them, like phases for the game. There's a round summary. So you have the first phase where enemies move and replace up here. You can discard cards from your hand. There's a draw phase where you draw until you have 4 cards. And then the capture phase is the main phase of the game, where you're capturing enemies, or you have just kind of 3 main options. So you can capture an enemy, just adding them to your deck. You can let one of your guys be captured by taking the enemy that's in the far right position, discarding them and a card from your hand. Or you could do what's called sacrifice, where you take a card from, I believe it's any position out here. You sacrifice 2 cards from your hand to put the enemy on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Double checking something, but I think that's the gist. So you add cards to your deck by trying to capture them, and you do that by hopefully playing cards that are equal to or greater than the value of the card you want to capture. It also has to be the same suit, though, which kind of makes it tough. Makes it actually really tough. And so you have jokers, which allow you to duplicate a card. So this joker plus that 4 of spades, that could be like an 8 of spades, but that's not really going to help me out here. Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it. I'll just start playing. Which right now, this is a bad starting hand. This is one thing I will say. I've been playing this game a decent amount this last week. I have found that it could be pretty swingy with the starts. You can get just screwed over like right off the rip, which is no fun. We'll try to play it through. So like right now, my hands, I can't get anything out here. So I could maybe let them capture one of my cards, but that would mean this card on the far right goes out of play. This card on the far right is a face card. So that means I can't do that. So my only option is to sacrifice 2 cards from my hand to take this card and put it on the bottom of the deck. Just not a great start, to say the least. I'll keep my hand, and because you can always discard cards if you want between turns. I don't want to. And then we refresh, and now we're moving right along. This time, thankfully, I can capture a card. So 4 in the joker, it's like 2 4s, and I can capture the 8 of spades. I'm going to discard these clubs because there's no clubs out right now. Draw a new card, and then draw back to 4. Cool. Thankfully, we got the joker and 4, so we can grab the 8 of diamonds. Okay. For a second, I thought I set this all up wrong, because I've also been playing Deck of Spies. And Deck of Spies, you have the deck like kind of layered. So I almost thought, I was like, did I forget to do that for this game? No, that's the other game. We're gonna get rid of spades because we don't really have a good amount of those right now. Maybe I should have kept it. We'll get... Can't get rid of too many hearts and whatnot. I guess I can discard a spade to get rid of this 10, even though I'd love to keep the 10. Grab this out. I guess I wanted to get rid of most of these. I guess I wanted to get rid of the diamond. I should have did that before I drew the card, technically. Alright, so it's still kind of a rough start. We might be able to come back from this. Not with this hand. Definitely not with this hand. Nothing I can do. I would have to just sacrifice. Not sacrifice, but let them capture one of my cards. Put that back out. I would have gotten rid of this. I need to do that before I reveal that card. It's technically the way you're supposed to do it. Okay, now we're getting some spades. Kings are 13, so I can't quite capture that, but I can capture the 9, which is pretty good. We'll get rid of the 2. Do that. Okay, we can use the 8 and the Joker to capture the ace, which is pretty good. Get rid of that. Keep everything else. Move that down. One away from the king. Can't get that. Oh, we're not in a great spot here. We're gonna have to sacrifice to move the king onto the bottom. Shift these over. Boom. Diamond, I guess we'll keep because I should have gotten rid of that before, but I didn't say so. Spade, okay. We can use the Joker and the 3 to grab this 5 of clubs, just because I don't know. I don't think I have very many clubs, so getting a little worried about that. That's one thing is this game and deck of Spies, you really have to manage your suits properly to make sure you don't like run out, because that's definitely something that's happened to me. We'll capture that, slide these down, get rid of these. Yeah, get rid of the whole hand. I don't like any of it. Actually, we'll keep the 2 because we're probably going to just get rid of that. But I've definitely ended up in situations where I'm like completely out of almost out of a suit, and I think one game I ran completely out of a suit because I just wasn't paying attention. So it does happen. We'll keep what I have because I want to get rid of these 2s. I just want to make sure I'm not going to be like completely out of the suit, but I think most of these I'm okay. So like the 2 clubs, I think I can get rid of. I hope. Not, that's going to suck. Move these down. Okay, cool. I do have some clubs. That's good. Diamonds were real good on. Hearts, I'm going to need to get rid of that. You'll get rid of that and that. Why not? Slide these down. Yeah, we'll get rid of the diamond. I probably should have did that before, but whatever. Okay, I can combine all of these clubs to get that. Queen. I will discard that card, slide these down. Lots of spades, not a lot of spades out here. I mean, I guess I can grab the 7. Our deck is pretty strong on spades now. Get rid of like all of these because I don't want them right now. 2, 3, 4. We got the king to get the Joker or the jack. We'll get rid of the spade. Actually, we'll keep the spade to like get rid of it. To like delete it from the game. We don't really need it. We got higher spades, so we'll get rid of the 4. Get rid of the 7. There we go. We'll just keep what we have. More spades. Basically all spades at this point. I really don't want them, but I don't really have a better option. So we're going to do that. Get rid of that. And that. Diamonds are really good. Do we have any hearts? I feel like I haven't seen hearts in a while. That's kind of worrisome. We'll capture that. Discard these 2. Did I get rid of all my hearts? It's not good if I did. I can use the king to capture the queen. Get rid of one of the jokers. I'm getting a little worried that I have mismanaged my suits. Oh boy. We'll use these 3 cards to capture them. Slide these down. Keep this, I guess. Did I completely get rid of all my hearts? That would be bad. I'm gonna look through my discard pile. Normally you're not supposed to, but yeah, I got rid of all my hearts. I'm just gonna restart because I can't win. Oops. Oh, I said I've done that before, and now you see how it can happen. I guess I don't know when I discard all the my hearts, but definitely did. That's all right. 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. I think we should be good. Yep. All right, let's try that again, where I don't actually get rid of all one of my suits. That's, you know, it's helpful to have all of them. Oh, here comes the best song on the album. Buckle up. All right. So let me deal these out properly this time. Because I think last time I also might have goofed and left out an extra face card. So these two go away. These two slide down. And then 2 more come out. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, let's see if we can get a win this time. Maybe. Not with that kind of hand. Well, we actually have something to start with. We can get the 5. It's just like fine. We'll get rid of the club and keep the spade. Of course, now I draw in more clubs. Go figure. And I drew more clubs in hand. Great. But we did draw all the other spades, so start grabbing some of these low spades. So we've added a spade and what was the other one? A diamond. Technically, I'm not supposed to look through my discard pile, but I don't like that rule. Because if I don't, then I'll end up in situations like what happened last game, where I'm just like completely out of stuff. So I just add spade and diamond. Diamond wasn't super high. So like I can't add anything now, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice something. Not sacrifice, but let them capture something. Probably should have got rid of this before, technically. Keep forgetting about that. Okay, well, I can use all 3 of these to capture that. We'll go ahead and discard that. Boom. That doesn't really help. Yeah, no, that's not good. That's okay. We'll get rid of the 2 and get rid of the 7. Scoot these down. We'll keep this. Get rid of that. I can almost get that ace if I just draw 1 more spade. And I drew 1 more spade. Okay. Then yeah, we can make that 12, 14. Grab the ace. Discard that. Slide that down. 2, 3, 4. Not good. Nothing good here. We'll just have to let them capture a card. I should have gotten rid of this. Too quick to play. I keep kind of skipping around the turn a little bit. Okay, can I get something with this? I can grab a 6 of diamonds. Get rid of that. Scoot that down. Oh, I actually have exactly enough to grab the 7 of diamonds. All right. Get rid of this. Do that. Reshuffle. Cool. See ya, minor trader. Thanks for popping in. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Draw 2 more. Okay, well, we can use the Joker, the 3, and the 4 to grab the 10. Discard the 2. Perfect hand. We'll double the 5 and add the 4, and that's enough for a king. Easily. Discard the 6. Should have did that a second ago. Ace of spades we can use to grab the jack. We'll keep the hand as is. Mainly so I can discard the 2 to discard this 5. I don't want the 2. I know it's not my last spade, so I'm kind of okay there. 9 of clubs to grab the 8 of clubs. Are the clubs and the diamonds. Actually, we'll keep the diamond, maybe like discard it or whatever. Yeah, let them capture it. I don't want that 2 anymore. I should have discarded these before, but I'll just do it now. Not much to do here. We'll grab the 8. Get rid of the 6. New card. We just need a couple of hearts. That works. Wait. No, I think kings are 13, right? Because jack's 11, queen's 12. Yeah, king is 13. All right, cool. We'll take that. Get rid of both of those. Whoops. We still have a 2 left. Well, let's get rid of that. That sucks. We don't want 2s anymore. We're way past 2s. We'll keep what we got. Okay, there we go. King can take the queen. Discard the 4. Keep both the jokers. Joker and 4 to grab the 7. Sure. Discard the 6. Scoot these down. All right, we're making our way through the deck. Ace can take the queen. Discard the other spade for now. Grab the 10. Keep that for now. Okay, we're starting to get a pretty thick deck, but I'm gonna need to probably start just clearing out some cards at some point. But obviously I don't want to clear out too much, or else I'm gonna end up in a situation where I have none of a certain suit. We can use the Joker and the King to get the ace. That kind of works. Get rid of the spade. Probably get rid of the 5 and the 4. Let them capture that, just so I can start getting rid of some more low cards. Yeah, we can use the queen to capture the jack. Get rid of the clubs for now. Of course, right after I draw the club, the ace of clubs. Go figure. We use the 10 to capture the 9. Or we let them capture a 3. I think that's better. Let them capture a 3. Scoot these down. Get rid of both of these. Something like that. King and the 4 can grab the ace. So don't need that 10 right now. And we can double the queen to grab the king. Get rid of these cards, scoot these down. Wait, 12. That's enough to get the queen, right? Jack is 11. Yeah, queen is 12. Scoot these down. New card. 2 new cards. Use the 8 and the 7 to grab the 9. Why not? Shuffle these up. A lot of spades out here? Not really. We have a lot of clubs. Guess my clubs might not be super strong. Use this to capture the 8. Discard both of these. Slide these down. More spades. Okay. We can use the ace to capture the 10. Get rid of these. I just need more clubs. Maybe I don't have a lot of clubs. Don't know where they all are. Starting to get a little concerning. We use the queen to capture the 7. Get rid of everything that's not a club, which I don't have anything. Surely I have some clubs, and I didn't get rid of all of them. Okay, this is not looking great. I'm going to have to sacrifice these 2 cards. Let's put this card on the bottom. Slide these 2 over. Discard these 2. Keep searching for clubs. There's a 8 of clubs and a 4. Okay, so they do exist. There's not very many, so we'll use both of these to grab that. Get rid of the diamond, slide these down. Okay, another heart. You can use the king to capture the queen. Keep what we got. Ace can capture the jack. We're down to the final 4 cards. We just need to get these last 2 big clubs. Which I guess I would have probably discarded that. Ooh, and we have 9 of clubs that can capture the ace. Discard the 9. And we have a 10 of clubs, so we can capture the king with that. I think that's a win. I mean, we could capture that with that, and if we wanted to let them capture that, if we wanted to like go for a full clear, but we have all the face cards, right? 1. I guess it's 16, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, that is a win for card capture. Give these a quick shuffle and we'll head to the next game. Loot the Loop. That's the next game. Wow. Play that for a little bit. End with Deck of Spies. Well, yeah, that'll be the last one we'll probably play. Unless I feel like looping back to any other games. I guess I need to take the 2 jokers out. Where the heck are they? There's one. The other one's on the top, of course. We'll use the red joker and we'll put that in there. You do need 1 joker in the deck for Loot the Loop. Just 1, though. Okay, this feels shuffled enough. So, next game is Loot the Loop from the Isoludo collection. Or Isoludo. Someone was trying to... On one of the Isoludo videos, someone posted like what they believed was like the correct way to pronounce it. I think it was like Isoludo. I need to figure that out. But Loot the Loop, probably one of my favorite games from the East Ludo collection. Which there's a lot of good games in there, so that says something. It's a game that you can play pretty much in your hand. It requires the littlest table space of, I would say, any game that I've played on the channel. At least of these card games. And in it, you are an adventurer going through a temple, trying to find some treasure, avoid some traps, and get out alive. The goal of the game is to successfully collect all 4 aces and escape the temple. You win if you succeed that, and you lose if you pretty much either you die. You just die trying. Yeah, there's 4 aces you need to collect. There's a single joker that you shuffle in there. That is the exit. So you need to get the 4 aces and then get out. The aces are like the crown jewels. And in the game, it's pretty straightforward. There's not too many different things that you can do, but there's a lot of depth to it, I would say, and a lot of strategy. You know, it's stuff that you learn from playing the game a few times. So to start out, you don't have many options. You have just your deck of cards that most of the time I just hold in my hand. And you can start by exploring, which is taking the top 2 cards, flipping them over, and seeing what they have to offer. In this case, this is an instant game loss. Well, yeah, because face cards are traps, aces are the crown jewels, but if you don't have any number cards, you're not going anywhere. So, as much as I like this game, that is one slight flaw, is sometimes you can't have games like that where you just instantly lose. Luckily, you just give the deck a quick reshuffle and you're ready to go again. So let me flip these 2 cards over, and now we get 2 number cards. So that's great. So now that you've explored, which is flipping the top 2 cards over, if one was already flipped over, like the 6 was flipped over and this wasn't, so you can explore just flipping the top card over. So great, now you have a couple of options. So you could choose to move through the temple. You do that by counting cards from the top of the deck based on one of the top 2 available cards. So I have a 6 and an 8. I can move 6 cards ahead or 8 cards. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can move that many cards, or 7, 8, that many cards. Let's say I move 6. All the cards I take, I put on the bottom of the pile. This temple is circular, so you'll end up at the same spot every now and again. And then you would start from grabbing stuff off of there. The other option you have is when you have number cards on top like this, is to do something called marking your path, which is very essential to do to not getting lost in the temple and to staying alive. And you have 3 kind of markers that you can mark your map with, or mark your trail, I guess is I think what they call it. But essentially all that entails is you take a number card from the top of the deck and you place it on the table. I'm going to do, the 6 I can also do that with. And so I'm going to just flip the next 2 cards, explore a little bit more. Let's see what we get. So we got a 7 and an 8. I'm going to mark one more path because I like having all my paths marked when possible. And this just allows me that on another point in the game. So let's just say, this 8, I'm going to move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cards go to the back of the deck. I have unexplored cards on the top of my deck, so I could explore, or what I could do is what's called retrace your steps, where you take one of your 3 marked paths and you end up back there and you just put it back on top, and then I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and move that many. So marked paths are just areas that you can return to, put the cards back on top of your deck, and they're just available to use. You have max of 3 that you can do that with. That's the gist of the game. The main thing though is you don't want to land on traps. Traps are face cards. If you land on them when they're face up, you die. If I flip this card over, let's flip these 2 over. Oh no, the top king is a face card. The top card is a face card, and that is bad. But I didn't land on this card, so I'm not going to die from this trap. But I circle around the deck and come back to this card. If I land on it, I'm in a bad spot. So that's pretty much the gist of the game. I'll play at least a game or 2 so you can see what it's like. So I'm going to keep on keeping on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reveal more cards. So we got one of the aces revealed. I'm going to put the 6 on top because I don't have any valid movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. explore new cards. Another ace, no valid movement, so I got to retrace my steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's good finding these aces early on, but sometimes it could be, I don't know, it's good. It's good. We'll mark some more paths. We'll do a little walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably gonna start looping back around to the front here soon. 1, 2. Yeah, see, now we're back at the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Could have maybe marked a path there. Maybe I should have. We'll do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That lets me pass over the king pretty easily. There's the joker. So we found the exit as well. Doesn't do us any good now, but when we're ready to leave, we're good. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on an unexplored card. We got an 8 and a 6. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get to that ace. It sucks. Even if I were to throw a bunch of cards on top, it's not any good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we land there, flip this over. It's a 5. I should have gotten closer. Was one of the other cards an 8? I should have gone 8. 7, 8 would have landed me here. I could have put the 2 on top and then been at the ace, but I didn't. I done messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a misplay. That's okay. I should have counted the cards a little bit better. 3, 4, 5. Okay, we just want to explore more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Where is it? So 2, 3. So okay, something I didn't explain. 1, 2, 3. I move on a card. I landed on a card that's not a trap card. It's just a number card. What does this mean? This means this card gets removed, goes off to the side, and it's added to my treasure pile, which just gives me extra points if I successfully weave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. I skirted around that section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, whatever. Slowly exploring more, but not very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 8 lands us on our first ace. 1 down, 3 to go. Next one should be pretty close, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, this is good, right? So I could go 1, 2, 3, land on the 7. That goes out of play. I retrace my steps to my 2, 1, 2, land on the second ace. That's our second ace. 2s are very helpful to have in a marked path. Yeah, that's for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll land on it because we can just mark that, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, we'll land on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like that. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Land on that. That goes there. We flip these 2 over. So we haven't revealed any more aces yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, this is just, we've seen every card. I need to just go far. Let me try 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would land us on a king. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, this is a safe landing spot. So we get that, mark that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Does leave us on a blank card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that doesn't... I'd like to see what's in that gap, but I can't. I guess I could if I wasted 2. All right, I could go 1, 2. Back us to the back. We land on the 6, and then I can see what's here. Which it is an ace, but now I can't move, really. Gotta retrace my steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I use my 10 instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 10 is worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess that lands us there. That takes that out, and then we explore this area. There's the other ace. So we've found them both. We just need to get there. 1, 2, 3. Mark a path, mark a path. Thank goodness we have some more paths marked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Land on a safe card. Okay, where's the nearest? Next ace is far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to kill us. Putting an 8 on top won't help. Put about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's safe. We'll go with it. This is crazy. I've already found so many cards. It took me so long to find these aces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's safe, but not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will go with it. I mean, what other choice do I have, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not be good. That would not be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would also be bad. But I think I could... So this is a little trick. See, I want to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That lands me on a queen. But you can always choose one of the top 2 cards for the movement. So what I could do is take my other marked path, place it on top. Now if I choose to move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I actually only move 3. But that wouldn't really help me. So I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a little bit better because I could put that there, mark that. That doesn't help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 off from this ace, and that's a loss because I have no valid movements. Tough luck. I got 2 of the aces, but it took a while to find those other ones. Did a pretty good job at exploring, though. I had, besides, I think 2 cards, I had every other card explored, so... we'll shuffle that up and give that another go. I really like this one. Definitely Woot the Whoop has been one of my favorites and still is. It's just so solid. I mean, such a good game. Okay, let's retry this. See if this goes a little bit better. So first explore, good. We didn't get a first turn loss, so love to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I always try to explore shallow at first when I can. So like option of 3 or 7, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Boom. Now we're exploring. Now I got double traps, so I gotta retrace my steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. I got 2 new cards. I can mark my path. 1, 2, 3. Double kings. Gotta sneak past them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Could have maybe marked a path there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably should have. Playing too quick. Here we go. I'll mark this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, our first ace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're probably getting back close to the start of the deck. Double traps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have marked a path there. I always try to when I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 would not be good. Maybe we'll put the 9 back on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's a good spot. Mark the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever. Scored the 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's also not good. Could use the 2. I don't like using the 2. 2s are really good. 2s are really good. I want to save it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1. We can mark that. 1, 2. I actually don't know. 1, 2, 3. That wins us on that. 1, 2. That doesn't do us much good. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's decent. Okay. Flip these over. Where's the ace? It should be coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that worked out perfect. Doesn't always happen like that, but when it does, it's nice. It's nice when the temple gives you a win every now and again. Where's the next ace? It's not super close, is it? We still got a couple more hiding. We have at least one more discovered, right? Am I crazy? Oh, we found 2. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take it. We need to discover these hidden cards. There's one of the aces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do it. We'll use a 2. Let's take a bit of a gamble. What's this card? It's an ace. I've got to come back to it, but at least we found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can mark this 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. 1, 2. Lands us on a blank card. You can flip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unexplored zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unexplored card again. Nothing good. 1, 2. So this is where you can do some shenanigans, where I could do something like throw 2 cards on top and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lands me on the ace. We mark the 9. Actually, I don't know how much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't love that. Especially because I'm 1 card away from landing on the ace. Oh, that's awful. That lands me on the 3. That goes out. Music stopped again. I need to turn that on repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lands me on the 3. I can mark the 4. Oh, but I'm in not good territory now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lands me on the 10. Mark the 4, the 5. Explore that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn. Okay. I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to take a quick break. I know I'm in the middle of a game, but I haven't taken a break yet. I'm going to take a quick break, be back in like a few minutes, and we'll finish this game. All right. Give me 1 second. We're almost back here. Get situated here. And where's my... There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to be finishing this game of Loop the Loop, and with a bit of Deck of Spies. This game gave me an idea. Maybe I can write a little program in Java. Ooh. What kind of, like, to like emulate this game? I'm all for little programs like that. Java's one language I don't know very well, and I want to learn it because it seems like it's still widely used, especially for like Android applications and other stuff. It's one I just don't know that well though. Okay, so where were we? We were exploring the temple. I was trying to math this out, and okay, so we have 2 aces. There's 1 ace. We found the other ace, didn't we? Didn't we just find the other ace? I just go by it. I know we found the ace of clubs. There's the ace of spades. We not found the ace of spades. We haven't found the ace of spades. Okay. Wow. We gotta get to that. So there's not that many face down cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is also not gonna work, right? This is the situation we are left in. Use the 4 and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark that card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good because we land on that and flip these 2 over. And we got a 2, 1, 2. We could flip these 2 over. And none of them was the ace. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, ace is right there. Hold on. 5. We have a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. What's behind the ace? This is risky, but I'm going to do it. So do double 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lands on the ace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's no good. Uh-oh. I think it's a game over. Because the 2, 1, 2 would land me on the king. The 8 with the 2 would be still not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land me there. Without the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lands me there. So that is unfortunately a loss. Where was the other ace? Was it in this little region? Nope, there was the joker. Where was the... Is it this one little card? It was. Dang. Yeah, I almost had the whole deck explored and I couldn't find the stupid ace. Oh, well. Not the best luck in those games, but, you know, hopefully for those who haven't seen that game, gives you an idea of what it's about, because it's one I really enjoy still. I mean, I like that it takes up no table space, basically. You can probably... I think I've seen, like, you can play it all in your hand, but normally I play it on the table just for marking the cards. And yeah, I think it's a really fun and interesting one. Still definitely one of my favorites, for sure. But we're going to end with a bit of Deck of Spies, which, let me get the PDF for this back out, just to make sure I'm remembering everything correctly. So this requires a tad bit of setup. You have to, like, sort out the cards a little bit. So you need a pile of ace through 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. So that's the 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, face cards, 5, 6, 7, yeah. This will take me a second. And like all of my brain power. I don't think we used the jokers. fairly certain you don't. I'm gonna take them out for now. We'll find out if I need them, but I know you definitely use the aces for certain things. Ace through 4. Okay. Man, what is with these bots coming in posting links? Nightbot's just waiting for you the second you post links. I don't care if you got the best viewers. I got the best viewers, and I don't have to buy them. Stupid bots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 cards, 4 suits. That checks out. And then this deck, we kind of have to put into an order. I don't think you have to put them face down, but I do just to make sure I don't accidentally spoil myself on upcoming cards. This game is really fun. As I was playing like these games, I think this is the one I was kind of having the most fun with. I was like, man, I forgot this one. This game's really fun. Okay, so get how many cards? 5, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the one thing I gotta remember is what the heck aces do. Especially after playing Regicide, where aces are like the wild companion. Those play in a certain way, and then card capture aces you don't play with at all, and they're just a high face card. And then in this game, they work kind of similarly to Regicide, where they act as a value of 1. In this, I think also you play any number of cards. Yeah, I'm double checking stuff because honestly, even though I was just playing this, like playing all the games recently, I've kind of got them a little mushed in my head altogether. So yeah. You must counter it or recruit. And you can retire. So to counter is what you do to get the card into your deck. Discard any number of cards with a combined value equal or greater than the value of the spy. What the? I'm trying to remember what the aces do. That's why I'm sorry. I'm double checking the rules. Assassinate. Yeah, you sometimes do, but most of the time it doesn't come up. Just get rid of like an ace for that. Oh, that's right. Okay, so you can counter, which is just discarding cards equal to the value or greater than the thing shown. Or you can recruit, which is doing the same, but they have to have the same suit. And that's where the aces come into play. They're like the double agent that they change essentially all the cards in your hand to that suit. So it kind of works like it does in Regicide a little bit, right? And then you can retire after you, I think after you recruit. Which is just if you have a pair cards in your hand, you can just like delete them. Okay, I kind of remember this all now. Even though I was just playing this earlier today, but like I said, all these games have somewhat similar rules, especially like the aces is what right now is confusing me a bit. So this is Deck of Spies, another deck building game. To win, at the end of the game, you must have more than half of the key spies in your deck. The key spies are the jacks, queens, and kings. There are 12 of them total, so you need more than half. So you need 7 at least. So you get all the 2, 3, 4s, put them in your deck, get yourself 5 cards. Then the 5, 6, 7s is one section of the deck. 8, 9, 10 is the middle section, and then jacks, queens, kings are on the bottom of the kind of enemy deck here. I don't know what they call it, but it's an enemy deck. And yeah, essentially they call it the draw deck. I don't even know. The spy deck. Yeah, my deck is the draw deck. That makes sense. But essentially, there's kind of 2 main things you can do each round. You can either counter them or recruit them, right? I'll make sure I'm using the right terms. Counter is just mean you discard cards from your hand greater than or equal to the value. In this case, the card just gets discarded. Your cards stay in your discard pile. This card goes into their discard pile. You just don't gain it, but nothing bad happens. If I, were to discard this 2 of diamonds and this 4 of hearts, I could counter this 5 and I'd be fine. Or if I would discard the 2 of diamonds and the 4 of diamonds, since that's 6 or more, I can recruit them instead since it's the matching suit. In that case, I would gain it to my discard pile. The other thing the double agents just converts a card to a similar suit. So if I have this 4, this 2, and this ace, I can make this 2 a heart because of the ace is a heart. The last thing to keep in mind is, let's just say I use these 2 4s to counter this. I can then, or recruit it or whatever. I think it's only after I recruit, I have the option to do what's called retiring, where I could take 2 cards from my deck, put them in the like spy discard pile. They're essentially out of the game. And that's kind of that. There is a final kind of third option that if you can't recruit or counter, you do what's called assassinate, where you delete one of your aces from your deck, and that gets rid of the card that's shown. So, yeah, that's kind of it. Did I flip this over? This should be flipped up, or no? 5, 6, 7. This will be there. Okay. What is the name of the previous game? That was Loot the Loop from the Iceludo, the Iceludo collection of games by Will Sue. He's done many games. I mean, he did all of the Iceludo collection. He's the one that created For Northwood, which was originally the emissary from Iceludo. So yeah, let's get started with Deck of Spies. Hopefully it makes sense as it goes. Yeah. So the first part of the deck is 5, 6, 7s. So 5s aren't that great. I don't want a 5 right now. So I'm going to use the 4 and the 2 to just counter and discard them because I don't want them. And I think, when do I draw back up cards? This is the other thing I got to double check. You do not discard any remaining cards. You then just draw until you have 5. Okay. Simple enough. A 6, that's decent, but still not great. We could capture it. I'll grab it. So the 3, 4, and the ace makes it a heart. So then I can recruit instead of just counter. Got exactly 7. We do want 7s are pretty good, so we'll take that. Okay, we're gonna have to. I guess I can technically get this. Yeah, with the 2 aces and the 2 2s, that's 6 total. So I'll grab it. Why not? I'll use this 4 and this 1 to recruit this 5, I guess. I think I'm allowed to look through my discard pile. So I got with diamonds, clubs. Okay. New card. I have to reshuffle my deck. I hope I'm playing this right. I think I've got it now. It's like I said, I was just playing this like yesterday, and I think I played some earlier today. Which just playing all these back to back has actually got me a little confused. Okay, so let me double check something. One last thing. Okay, so you can retire even if you count. I was trying to see, it makes sense that you can retire cards when you recruit. I was trying to see if you can do it also when you counter, because you can. So I'm going to use these 3s and this 1. That's 7. That's a counter, so I don't get the card. And then I'm going to retire these 2 2s because they're 2s and they suck. All right. Once again, so I'm going to use this ace and 7. That's enough to recruit. We have these 2 2s, which I'm going to get rid of because they suck. Ace and 4 would get us a 5, but I don't really want more 5s, so I'm just going to counter that for now. A 6, yeah, I don't really care for that, so we're just gonna counter it. Six, yeah, I'm not really crazy about these 6s, so instead I'll use the 2 4s, but still I'm just going to counter, not recruit. 5, yeah, I don't care about this 5. Just use this 6 to counter it. A 7, okay. See, now we're talking. Yeah, I'll use this 10 to grab that 7. We're getting into the 8, 9, 10s. We're into the second section of the deck. Stuff's gonna get a little more tricky. 8 is actually not that good, so I'm just gonna use 8 just to counter. Not even try to recruit. 9, okay. Yeah, I can't grab that, but I can at least counter it, so that's good. We got a 10. I do have enough. There's 8, 9, 10 with the aces. The ace of clubs in there to help convert the suits over, so we're looking good there. So I can counter this with 10, and then I'm also going to retire these 2 4s, because 4's kind of low, and at this point we should have decent cards in her deck. We have some 3s left, sure. Which I can actually start getting rid of too. I mean, we recruit this 10. And we can get rid of these 3s. 9, okay. We already just got the 10, so we're sitting okay on hearts. Need to once again be careful not to like completely wipe out one suit. For now, I guess I still have 3s left, so I need to try to get those together. So I'm gonna, for now, just counter that. I also didn't really want it. 10 of spades, though, I kind of want. And I can get with a 10 of clubs and a spade, ace of spades. Grab that. 10 of diamonds. I don't know if I'm gonna have what I need. Not quite. Actually, just 1 off, which is unfortunate. But I could use the ace, 6, and 3. That's 10 to successfully counter, and then I can retire these 2 4s. That's something. Thinning my deck out. An 8, I can block with kind of whatever. We'll block with like the 6 and the 3. So I don't really want that right now. 8 of diamonds. Yeah, I can't really do much with that anyway. So we'll just use the 2 7s to block it, I guess. To, yeah, counter it. I think spades I need to work on a little bit more. I maybe thin those out a bit too much. I guess I have some, so that's good. Now I'm gonna just counter this 9 with the 10. 8 of spades. Yeah, I guess we'll grab it with the ace and 7 just to, or sorry, it's clubs, but whatever. Oh boy, the queen of hearts. This is where it starts getting serious because these are the cards that I need to win. And if I lose 6 of them, I just lose the game. I need to get at least 7 in my deck. Which first off, we're looking pretty good because I can just use, for example, this 10, this 7, and this ace, and that's more than enough to get the queen. Got the king of hearts. That's trouble. Yeah, I'm not able to do anything for that. King is what, 13? Because queen is 12, so I can get rid of the 6, 6, and 3, and then that's enough to at least block it. But that's one gone that I'm just not going to be able to get back. Okay, we could do something like this. That's 13. That's enough to get the king. Yeah, I'm getting all the kings just first. Luckily, I got actually decent cards for it, but this is just unfortunate. Yeah, I can use the 10 and the 7. It's definitely enough to get the king. Okay, I got exactly enough. The 8 and the 3, that's 11 to grab the jack. We need more clubs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just spend the 2 6s and just block. It's another face card gone. That's my second one. Okay, we can do some stuff here. So, what is that? 8. That's 13. So that's more than enough to capture that queen. 1, 2, 3. Then we have the queen to capture the jack. It's good. If anything, it was kind of good to see all those aces or the kings first, because then we just got high cards. King and the ace that can grab this king. I guess we haven't seen all the kings, but now we have. Thankfully, our diamonds are. Well, I hope I haven't accidentally used an ace as a high, because that's one thing I did with deck capture or card capture. Aces are high, but in this game they are not. Hopefully I didn't accidentally do that. But 10 and that's 11, so that works. We still have 3s floating around the deck I couldn't get rid of, but we're almost. I mean, I think at this point we've won. I want to see how good of a score we can get. Well, this I'm not gonna be able to win, so we're gonna just have to block. That goes over there. And the final card is Jack of Spades, which I can't also get. We could just block with a spade. So I lost on 4 of the cards that I needed, but then that means I got the other 8, which is a majority, so that is a win. That is a win. So there you go. There was some deck of Spies. How we do on time? All right, I think I might call it a little bit early. I mean, yeah, I don't want to do too crazy of a stream today, but you know, just wanted to play some card games, hang out, and that's exactly what I did. So. All right, well, hope y'all enjoyed me playing a bit of card games. I mean, I know this is something that a lot of you enjoy. I mean, it's one of the most popular types of videos on my entire channel, are these 52 card games. And obviously, it's something I still really enjoy playing. There's so many cool games out there. People making more games each year. So it's definitely something I'm going to keep doing and playing on the channel for sure. I will say, so we go through the games I played today and just give a quick little like final thoughts on each. Ace is Up, the first one I played, is still one I just thoroughly enjoy. It's so simple, but so, I don't know, like it's pretty satisfying to play, like when the cards kind of like all cancel each other out, and it's quick, no setup basically, you just shuffle and play. There's something about it. It's hard. I don't know. It's a game that on paper, there's not a lot of decisions. It's pretty random. Shouldn't be the best game. Maybe it isn't the best game, but it's one of my favorites. The Bogey, however the heck you pronounce it, is still one I greatly enjoy as like a kind of more traditional solitaire style game. I think it's fantastic. Just the randomness it adds, it's great. It's still one that holds up, and I still greatly enjoy. Regicide is still one that I wasn't crazy about when I played it way back, and I'm not crazy about it. And I don't think it's a bad game. Obviously, I'm not the best at it, but that is fine. But I don't know. It's just one that I never really clicked with. So I mean, I'm glad I returned to it, and it's a fun game, but still, I mean, all the ones I played today, it's probably my least favorite on the list, if I'm being honest. Out of the 6 I played, I would put it at the bottom. Card Capture, I think, is still quite fun. It's a good deck building game. When I was playing it, and I kind of ran to this a little bit today, but you can get kind of screwed with the startup of Card Capture. It feels like it's fairly random. I mean, you do have the kind of mulligan with the starting cards a little bit, but you can still get face cards at the start, and your deck is just whatever. So it's fun. I like Card Capture, and I think it's still a fun game for sure. Loot the Loop is another one that I still is one of my all-time favorites. I think it's just so fun, such an interesting design. The fact that it takes up basically no table space. It's just such a great game. It's still probably my favorite in like the Isoludo collection of games. I mean, the Emissary is always going to be one of my favorites just because I like Four Northwood so much. But if you take it just the card games just from that, like, Loot the Loop is still probably my favorite. And then Deck of Spies, which has been one that's been a real joy to return to. I think when I played like Deck of Spies and Card Capture, they're both deck builders. They have a good amount of similarities between them. But I always, at least thinking back, tended to prefer Card Capture. But after playing them both recently, I really like Deck of Spies. I think it's super fun. I like that the deck is kind of structured, and normally I have like a bit of a game plan. Like, okay, in the 5, 6, 7s, I'm gonna grab no 5s, maybe a couple of 6 and 7s. Once you get into 8, 9, 10s, like just trying to grab the 10s, narrow out my deck a little bit, and then when you get into the high cards, you kind of have a good deck going. It's fun. It's a cool idea, and for a deck builder, it's one I really enjoy. So. Yeah, that's what I have to say about these games. All phenomenal games, all still ones I really enjoy, obviously to different degrees. And I think, if any of these games you haven't played, definitely check them out. I will, after the stream, make sure to post the link in the description to my playlist of all of my solitaire card games. So I've played all of these games on the channel and done like a full video at some point. It's just been a while, so that's why I figured, today I'd return to these ones specifically. So that's what I got to say. Not too much else to talk about. So I guess I'll real quick over my schedule, which I don't really have much of a schedule. I'm doing a video this week, of course. like normal, but I don't know what the video is going to be. I'm a little undecided right now. If any of y'all watching live and chat have any suggestions, let me know of any games you'd like to see me return to. Ideally, nothing too like complex or crazy, no Kanban or like an Arkham Horror campaign, anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm normally I have stuff a little bit more planned out, but since I'm just getting back from the trip settling, I haven't really had time to like plan out my schedule much. So I'll figure it out before this week. But tentatively, I might like return to Bullet Heart, even though I just did that. But I got the new like expansions and characters, so I kind of want to play some of those. If there's a card game you'd like to see me return to, maybe let me know. I'm open to suggestions for games to return to. Fallout, I'm not returned to at the moment. I still got to figure out what I'm doing there. Forbidden Lands, I just played that, so I'm gonna kind of wait a bit. And I guess I was gonna also this week maybe play like Dune Imperium and play like an actual game on that, but my Steam is still not working. So it's like if I can't get my Steam working, can't really play any Steam games. So yeah, let me know if y'all have any suggestions for games you'd like to see me return to. And then next week's Solo Gaming Sunday will be Forge. Well, I will be playing an RPG called Forge, which Forge is an acronym that stands for Fantasy Open Role Play Game Engine, I believe. Hopefully I got all those initials right. And yeah, it's very cool, like OSR style RPG that I'm going to try playing with, which I'm looking forward to it. I've already read through the rules. It seems fairly straightforward system, nothing too crazy going on. I like that it has rules for like downtime. It has some crafting rules. It's got exploration, dungeon crawling, hex map rules, settlement generation rules. So it's got a lot of like nice stuff already built into it. So solo rules. So I'm going to be playing that next week. I'm probably using it Mythic with it because I like Mythic, and it feels like a pretty appropriate thing to do. So I haven't started really playing that yet. I just have read through the rules, created my character, and this week I'm going to start playing and familiarize myself with the system. So that's the plan for next week is Forge, the RPG, and then just going from there. So yeah, that's all I got to talk about here today. But yeah, I want to do one last quick shout out that kind of talked about this in the middle of the stream, but I'll just give another quick shout out while I'm thinking about it. Is that I posted about this also on my Discord. Is that I've been invited as a guest on a podcast called the Solo Role Players Podcast. So, Solo Role Players Podcast is a podcast created by the one and only PJ Sack, who is a lovely gentleman that has put together this new podcast. For first episode, he had the guy from the YouTube channel Man Alone, had him on there, and second episode featured me, which was very fun to chat about RPGs and Fallout stuff and all this good stuff. So go check that out. Give it a good rating, give it a listen. Let me know what you think, because it's a cool podcast. It's still early in its start, but I think it's one that I think is very interesting to listen to and listen to what people have to say about solo role playing and whatnot. And then also in that note, PJ Sack is who creates that podcast. Also has another podcast called A Wasteland Story that is a Fallout 2D20 like I don't even know, like actual play podcast that also uses Mythic as like a game master. It's a solo role playing series. But it's very, very well produced. So it's like edited and has sound effects, and he does like voiceovers after the fact, but also mixes in like table play. It's super great. So definitely go give both of those podcasts a listen. Yeah, just wanted to give another quick shout out about that, because that is definitely, I was very excited to be a guest on a podcast, and to hear about PJ's the Fallout podcast, and I'm pretty much caught up on it now, except the last episode. And yeah, so it's just great stuff. So I definitely recommend giving it a listen. But yeah, that's where I'm going to kind of wrap it up here for today. So let me turn on my outro music. As much as I like this music, we'll go with what do we go with? Brain Soup. Sure. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here for my stream back. I'm looking forward to kind of getting to a regular swing of things, you know, uploading more regularly, more streams regularly, maybe a couple of surprise streams here and there. Who knows? But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, a like is always greatly appreciated. And let me know, like I said, if you have any suggestions for the video you'd like to see this week. Obviously, I record those, I will record that in the next day or so. So if you have a suggestion, drop it sooner rather than later. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you. Whoops, that's not we're not being right back. We're ending stream. There we go. There's the right button. It's been a while. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Have a good week, everybody.